Hello, everybody. Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, dear Lord.
Telling me this entire positioning is trash. What
There
song
we
do you
go.
think Hydra would be on right now?
Scotland the Brave.
Go ahead. Let's throw Hydra. I'm pretty sure I have.
It's actually also not copyright. Oh, it doesn't have it. Look at us, Spotify.
Based that there's no copyright.
Yeah, it's one of our like traditional songs. I mean,
There we go.
there we go. We're in the right place.
So yes, we are.
Hydra is playing Geraldine.
Hydra's playing Geraldine. We are a little bit late. We are currently waiting on Geraldine Cat. But she is in the middle of an M0 because for those of you who don't play World of Warcraft,
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, they won't be able to hear it because I don't have I have Hydra muted. Well, I probably could unmute Hydra, couldn't I?
It's just Scotland the Brave. Yeah, it's not like anything. It's not like Disney or anything.
Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah.
God, it just makes you want to. It just makes you want to punch an English person, doesn't it? Like,
Blue and white in the night.
Yeah. Wow.
Scotland!
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. You just start throwing it back.
Cause I came up with a banger line earlier, by the way. I was just like in the
Go
shop,
on.
and I was just like, "Money get wet 'cause it laundered called that mushy pea."
Pretty good. Pretty good. It's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
fucking good. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, this is the best line that I've ever come up with, and I think I probably ever will come up with. So,
Muck's the drill rapper. But yes, this isn't Eurolin Ace. We're waiting on Cat because Cat is involved in
Hydra's
M0.
so loud. Holy shit.
My Hydra's not. My Hydra's pleasantly.
What percentage do you have Hydra at?
Like 12.
I had Hydra at 110, so that was blasting my fucking eardrums.
I usually have it at like 70. Let's see. I should be able to actually do this on my phone. Because I have a phone again that supports Discord.
I'm very happy that you were able to get a good phone so quick in such a kind of short turnaround. I know that was going to be an issue for a second.
It was literally just like one iPhone grade up, and it's again my granda's old phone. So I should be getting another one I should be getting like an actual new phone at the start of the new year.
Happy days.
Let's see here.
So it's not Eurolin Ace today.
Like
but,
Scoob. I thought
Like,
when they said fixins, I thought they meant like fixins on a sandwich. Reggie, where are my resticles?
don't leave your phone with our chaotic 4-year-old. Yeah. Are you implying it's a skill issue, Darcy?
I sneezed, bitch.
I have sneezed. So
I
shall it be
realized
written?
this angle doesn't really work for all my hand movements. Oh, I sneezed
But-
again, dude. She broke Mux's phone. Like the old one, right?
Yeah.
She tried to eat it. Based.
Tried to eat broken glass?
No, she broke the glass because she was angry and she bit it.
What? Bite force. Whew.
Oh, I thought she just fucking flung it and that's why it broke.
No.
I thought it was like a Yeetus spell.
No. Yeah, right. So cameras are going to go weird for a second here, just while I try and put this song in because it's not working on my phone for some reason.
Yeah, Ninja.
There we go.
I love just how chaotic. I can still see myself. So anything we would like to talk about before Cat gets here?
I personally can't really think of anything.
Any shout outs? We can do our usual pre-session preamble. And Cat gets nothing.
This
Finally on my new PC. What's up, guys?
Yes, Chris is finally on his new PC. Look at that! Look at that sweet camera quality. All 4K definition of that lovely trimmed beard. Watch as he screams profanities as he plays his undead rogue, and he says,
"Fuck, shit, come, butts."
So just like he says, everybody, come along to Distractions Are.
The applause on the Hydra.
Yeah. Twitch Joker Season 2 is in the works. We're still adjusting rules. We're still adjusting for stuff. But once I kind of get the okay from our gang, we should be ready. I have a team ready. 6 badass dragons. It's gonna be fucking sick. Nice. Come play Pokemon.
Old dragon team.
Oh, we're getting a raid. Yeah. We're getting a raid.
I can Cat's on the way.
I can see it happening.
Spoiler alert. Oh, kill with Lilith. That's much better, Sognar. I was like, yeah, good luck.
Hello, everybody from the raid.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Wait, no, hang on, sorry.
Raid, I'm coming.
Speaking of coming, I'll see Markiplier's new OnlyFans. Woo-wee.
Tell Cat to pass me the lead. Only if you follow.
Hi, everybody. Achoo.
Hi. Alright, I'll boot Hydra. I'm sorry, buddy.
Hi, Cat. We are... Hi, Cat. I'm sorry, we don't have much...
Call this young lady?
I know. Jesus H. Christ.
I'm so sorry. It literally...
Your fathers and I were worried sick.
Cat, it's totally okay. It's okay. I apologize because it's right into another stream and you're live immediately, and I know that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, Owen, I passed you lead.
If you could go ahead and pass Salvor lead, we would appreciate it.
I did. I did.
Did he follow?
Yeah, Salvor, did you follow? I see a sub-bot.
Also, hey, Salvor, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
It's all Cat's fault. I know.
What's up,
What's up, bro? I like Salvor. We talk about wrestling every so often.
They're a big wrestling fan.
Kat,
I need to watch.
If you need to go and get yourself any water or some food, we can sit and we can talk about other stuff. If you need to go do what you need to do, because you have.
I'm gonna just do this. Yeah. And I just need to refill my water. I have food near me.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Go bio.
There was a wrestling thing yesterday, I think, that I wasn't able to catch. I think I need to get it. It's a NXT thing, but I hear that there was New Day was going for tag titles or something, and I really wanted to check that out. It was like a new match type that they were introducing, and I'm like, I need to check it out to some degree, at least.
Yeah.
Because I love the New Day.
Yeah, we can sit down and we can watch it later if you want to. Also,
that sounds good to me.
This week coming is going to be a D&D Super Week. We are going to have D&D sessions on Friday, on Saturday, and on Sunday right here on Advanced Dungeons. On Friday, we are going to have On the Case with Eurolinius DM'd by the lovely...
Yo, what's up?
Kyler Crest. We have Red Robin Cass over there.
I guess that's me.
Which features me and Chris. Yeah, it's weird. Which features me and Chris as the players. On Saturday, we are going to have Kronk's non-denominational holiday one-shot. A Kronk-based adventure where everybody is going to go have some fun and find out exactly what it means, the spirit of the Generosity Jubilee here in Iltanian. And then
it's going to be so much fun.
And then next Sunday, we have our usual scheduled this D&D. It will be very fun. Everybody will be here. Fingers crossed. This week we are down Lilith, Alaska, and Drazian, Eli. The Drazian is currently in Vegas to do networking at some sort of event. I can't lie, I can't super remember. And Lilith, Alaska, is working because capitalism. So that be the way.
We don't pay Alaska enough to be here, so
We don't.
Big ass. Vegas?
Vegas?
It did sound like you said big ass. 100%.
Okay.
Oh.
Speaking of big ass, what's going on?
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I thought you said.
So yes.
Oh. Ooh.
Emma.
We should get a direct raid more often. She's spicy.
No.
Ooh.
I don't think that's
I'll
to
be
do with
fine.
the direct raid. I think that's to do with the previous M0.
Yeah.
How you liking those tank nerves, baby?
They haven't gone live yet,
They
apparently.
go live
It
tomorrow
feels
or Tuesday.
it feels
they haven't
like
gone
they
live.
have.
People were just dog shit. God.
Yeah, no, the issue is that there's just
There's not
I'm
enough
not-
information about the
Nah,
dungeon.
tell
yet.
us.
I don't have enough resource to deal with all the
Yeah.
shit I have to deal with is the issue. So I
Skill
just
issue.
yeah.
Why are you yelling? Sorry, Mike. Oh.
Yeah, I have like 11,000 notifications to catch up on too.
Yep.
It's fine. Hi, I'm sorry I'm late.
No, do not be sorry. You're here right on time for us to get into this week's episode of Advanced Dungeons and Intermediate Dragons. And we are back. There we go.
Yay.
So this week is a bit of a fun one because last week there were some developments. Well, there were developments the week before. It's a story we're telling. Things happen every week.
What?
What? Get me pictures of Spider-Man.
Get me pictures of Spider-Man.
Last week, Geraldine had come to the decision to follow through with the offer that the school had made her, which was to decide on whether or not to help them in a stealth-ish operation against her family. Having previously received some information that her family are working with some very not good people, Geraldine left a bit conflicted, came back with her heart set on what to do, and the group, after gathering what they could, found themselves heading towards the headquarters of the Paladins of Selenia, which is the town's watch guardsman kind of thing of Agolane. Going through it, they travelled into the basement, into this very John Wick-esque like armory room. Like it's all the walls are like black and backlit with white light, so it kind of looks very futuristic.
Batcave kind of vibes.
Yeah, Batcave kind of vibes. And walking through as people were kind of like looking at all the different things, a very familiar face appeared to the group. Vite, also known as Vite the Fight, who is the captain of the Paladins of Selenia, stepped into the room and greeted them. Unaware as to why they are here, the group now find themselves face to face with Vite in this strange equipment room. And with nothing else to do, Vite kind of looks at them all a bit confused. Did the school not tell you lot what you was coming here for?
Are we gonna fight? Are we finally gonna fight? Fight the fight? Are we gonna finally fight the fight?
We're not gonna fight, unfortunately.
We're not gonna fight.
But what I can say is, you remember how the school said that they weren't able to give you any help because it could possibly be tracked down?
Yeah, I remember.
Right.
Well, we're not part of the school. If you receive help from us, nobody's going to try looking into it. So, welcome to my personal armory. I say personal, it does also supply most of the paladins. We do each carry our own service weapon. Mine is, and he points to this like large battle hammer in the back. Mine is Tina. Tina the Truly Terrifying.
Tina.
Yes,
That's
Tina.
it's an honorable name.
Thank you.
This is Trina.
I can see the resemblance.
Thank you.
And he just puts out this like large meaty hand and shakes your hand.
Kylie's gonna do it like with this sort of affected. We are both paladins, like kind of thing. Yeah.
And he, as he kind of like steps back, he goes, "No, I know you lot of fighters. I've seen you do some of your fighting. Kronk, I watched your match there the other night in the Zwan's Gauntlet against that big fucking crocodile. It was a good match. Though.
Oh, I ended up taking him home and resurrecting him, and he's a dogodile skeleton now, and his name's Eyebite.
That's the best thing I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah, you want to come over and meet him sometime? You got an open invitation.
So does he still eat meat?
Yeah. I don't think he eats. He's a skeleton.
I'll bring over some meat just in case.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out. I think he'll probably go down.
Science.
Yeah, we're scientists. Yeah.
Now, I've seen you all fight, and I don't think I need to give any of you any weapons. But I don't know if necessarily any of you are the stealthy type. At this point, he definitely looks once again at Kronk, and he goes, I'm sorry, mate, but you don't strike me as the kind of person that can be light in the toes.
I actually have proficiency in stealth, thank you very much.
What's proficiency?
It's, well, if you were playing a game, right, and you rolled a die that had 20 sides
Roll a die,
on it.
why would I die? I don't die when I play games.
You would only die if your hit points dropped to 0, right? So imagine you had a pool of hit points that was based on a statistic
at my
called.
House. It's called the lake. My house is beside the lake. I have a pool.
That's right. And if your pool got emptied, then you would roll dice to see if you lived or you died. But that's not really. What was that? I'm not that bad at stealth.
What was it?
That headband of intellect is really treating you well.
Mundane the convergence, or
Mundane the
convergence. A couple of the fellas upstairs play it. It's not for me.
Suburbs and sales.
Suburbs and salesmen. Yeah. Well, in any case, we don't necessarily think that some of you may be good at stealth, and that's okay. Not everybody is. I'm not. I travel around in big fucking armor all day. I'm not going to be sneaky. People see me and they shit themselves. I don't need to be sneaky. But what that does mean is that if you can't always be sneaky and you need to get something done, sometimes you need tools. Now, we do have a selection here, and he kind of points all around, and you see all these different varying tools of some of them that kind of look like, oh, that just looks like a gun, but like maybe it's something different. Some that look like, oh, that's just like a soft, like blunt sword. And others that just look like things that you have no idea what they are. We do have a selection here. We are slightly limited in giving out because you are not members of the Paladins. But we have managed to sign off a work order to give you 3 items each.
3 items?
3 items.
So they don't cost anything?
What? Are you making fun of my accent, mate?
What accent?
That's correct. You
What?
each allowed 3 items. 3.
Oh, you meant
1,
3
2,
items.
3.
Okay. Oh,
The
3
holiest
items.
numbers.
We do expect these, if they are in usable condition, to be returned. But we also accept that this is a mission in which you may find yourselves in grave danger. So if you cannot return them, we will not harm them, and we will simply send the invoice to True Arms Academy.
Is there any other kind of danger?
There is mild danger, such as fighting a duck.
I don't want to fight a duck. I feel like a duck counts as a bird, and I like birds.
Ducks do count as birds. They are a member of the avian family.
I don't think geeses count. I don't like the geeses. They're mean.
You look shocked to see me say that, Kyler. What you don't know is that whenever I went to True Arms, I took a minor college course in druidry.
Druidry.
A doodry course.
Yeah, I could speak the druidic language, but only very slightly.
Can you turn into anything? My friend can turn into things. It's very cool. Can you turn into a duck? I bet I could beat you when you were a duck.
I cannot turn into a duck. Unfortunately, my my wild forming was graded at a D. But I can do this. And he turns around and he shows you the back of his head, and you see his entire body clench up, and you just watch a couple of feathers grow down his spine, and he goes, like a duck's back.
Wow, I bet you're slightly more water resilient now. That's impressive.
It makes me. It doesn't really do much to help my swim speed, but it does make it a little bit easier when it rains.
Yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice. Geraldine, can you do that? Can you do that, Geraldine?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
If she is your group druid, I assume she can turn into just a duck as it is.
Yeah.
Geraldine, you can turn into a duck.
Yes.
You can see he kind of turns to the lady who had walked you guys in here. It's true, I'm sure that these guys are the best ones for the job. Yeah? I don't want to judge them. Okay. So, you are all here to receive the items that you may need. If you have any particular requests for items that you believe would be helpful for this mission, you can ask for them now. If you don't, we have some recommended items. And if you just kind of want something but don't know if it's going to be helpful, let me know what it is and I'll see if we have it here. We do have a couple of other rooms that attach to this one, but this is the only one you've got the clearance to be in.
I mean, 3 is the holiest of numbers, so I think it's prophetic. But do you have a good dagger? Because I get what you mean, the armor and stuff. They might go, "Oh, give me your weapon." But I could probably hide a dagger somewhere.
We do have a. It depends on what. If you're just looking for a normal dagger, most daggers can be found pretty cheap, and we can give you one of those easy. But we do have weapons that can avoid detection.
Like what?
And you watch as he kind of walks around behind one of these stalls, and he stands for a second, and then he walks back around, and he's not holding anything, and he just goes, like this one.
No.
And then he
no.
pats his chest like that, and you watch as out of the fabric of the shirt he is wearing, a battle axe appears and clenches to his fist.
Whoa. Okay.
Technology that disguises it from view and disguises it from most magical spells. If somebody is to say cast a divination to look for this exact thing, they will find it. But if somebody's just doing detect magic, it just kind of blends in, so it won't be seen.
What other kinds of weapons do you have that can do that?
Whatever kind of weapon you can really guess.
Kyler's gonna Django
Duck.
trainer. Like, jump onto these.
We do have a trident, but it's a shorter one. It's not as long as that. It would be like a one-handed trident, like a fishing spear almost.
Well, I guess if I need something for stealth purposes, that would be better than anything else, right?
He walks back around the counter, and you can see he kind of like moves some stuff aside, and he goes towards the bottom of this pile, and he brings it out. A trident isn't typically one that is asked for, so we only really have one, and it was at the bottom. Here you go. And he hands it over to you, and it is.
Is it visible, or is it like?
No, it's visible. Like trying to grab it and just spin your hand. It's visible, and it looks to be sort of this like a dark iron design. With like a black leather hand. It just looks like it's an entirely blackened weapon. And he says, to activate its stealth effects, all you simply do is find a space on your body in which it fits. And then once you are attuned to it, find a space upon your body on which it fits, and you simply think, hide, and it will remain there until you activate it.
Is everybody in the party right now?
Everybody is
like
here.
Canonically.
Yes, everybody's here. Drazian and Lilith are standing towards the back, just being quiet, watching everything. Which I have permission to make both of them do.
Can I sidle up to Lilith and say, do you think if you stuck it kind of in your butt, if you had something small enough, you think it would still hide?
Lilith kind of looks at you and goes, I don't know, Kronk, you should try. Let me know.
I might. Hey, Vite, do you have anything that could stick in my butt that I could hide?
Vite kind of like stops and goes, are we talking weapons or are we talking explosives?
I could stick an explosive in my bum.
We do have many disguised explosives, the most popular being this. And he walks over to one of the desks and he opens like a case. It's like a locked kind of, looks almost like a toolkit. And he pulls out a pixie. This is a one-use pixie. You place it, and he shows you like on the back there's like a sticky pad. Place it where you desire it to go. There is a number written on the side. You call that number from your pixie, and it will explode that one. That is enough condensed energy to blow a hole in the side of a dragon. That is for if like things are bad and you like need to like make a good escape or a distraction.
Right.
So yeah.
So that one doesn't really need to be up my butt. It could just be in a pocket.
Doesn't need to be up your pocket, up your butt. No.
Up my pocket.
Up your pocket. I mean, that's what I hear. That's what they call it in prison. Your prison wallet.
Guess it could just be. Yeah.
If you're looking, if you're really determined on sticking something up your butt, we do have.
I'm just okay. Let me be clear. All right. Now let me be clear. Let me be clear.
I do not want to stick anything up my butt.
I was just curious.
Hypothetically,
I was just curious. Now, hypothetically, for the sake of argument. Now, hypothetically, I didn't want to stick anything up my butt.
Men, they're being tricked into putting things up their butt.
And it's horrible. It's
horrible. It's dreadful. They're
truly woeful.
Bofo was not actually.
That looks so dumb.
I don't know why you would want to stick something up your butt. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you, buddy. I'm just like
it was more like if you needed to hide it, you could fit it on a space in your body. And I got a nice juicy badonka, right? So I could like stick it between my cheeks, and nobody would ever find it then. But I guess I could do that with something that doesn't disappear.
Yeah,
you know what?
Need to put something that can evade detection in a place that helps it evade detection.
Hey, Lilith, I feel like you kind of set me up on this one.
And Lilith is just like smirking in the background.
All right. I'm gonna forego the butt thing. I think.
I would recommend it. It makes traveling very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'd have to stay clenched the whole time.
Yeah, it does make you look more intimidating though. Whenever you're walking about everywhere with a scowl on your face and going, everybody thinks you're angry, but really you're just trying to keep a stick between your butt.
A stick between my butt.
Yeah,
I did that. What? Never mind.
That was a war not in college.
So what else? What else? What other things that we got?
I would like to point out we gained 3 viewers whenever we were talking about sticking your butt.
Oh, beautiful.
What did this school recommend? And Kyle's gonna.
The school.
Does like the thing? Sorry, I was gonna say like, does the like hidden weapon thing have like a holster or anything? Like, could I like tie it like on like the small of the back under the jacket or something, so it's already kind of hidden?
It seems to be made out of this material that kind of sticks to almost like everything. Every like part of it is
like magnetic,
minutely magnetic, but to any material that you put it against.
Cool.
But it needs to be like pressed against it to activate. It's like a magnetic field, but it's only like that small.
Yeah, small but strong.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah, it's just gonna clip it on, not tune it. Yeah. So if I don't tune it, it doesn't go invisible until I tune it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Otherwise, it can just be hidden under the jacket, right? Like.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
From normal, like looking. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
He goes, there's not really much that the school recommended. They didn't tell us what was going on. They told that it was a stealth, a reconnaissance, and a subterfuge mission.
I think that's subterfuge.
I thought it was subterfuge.
It might be.
Oh, it might be subterfuge.
Yeah,
I think you're
right. It might be subterfuge.
Geraldine, you're a good rebooker. A book reader. You know what that word is?
Cat doesn't know what that word is.
Subterfuge.
Oh!
19 intelligence character.
That's crazy. That's crazy that we were butchering it so bad that you didn't know. Oh my god.
Subterfuge. No, that's Subway Fuego.
What the fuck?
He's a Subway Fuego and do one of them footlongs there off we.
Yeah, he's spicy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they turn like the clipboard to you and it's just subterfuge.
Okay. Yes, I know this word.
All right. What's the word?
What is it?
Centrifuge?
Centrifuge. Centrifuge, isn't that the spinny thing? Are we gonna go on a Ferris wheel? Are we gonna spin around a lot? I thought we were. I didn't know we go to the circus. Is this a surprise? Are we going to the circus?
The fact that we
Circus
fucked
mission?
it up even to that point is unreal. Subterfuge, like.
Oh, I thought you said centrifuge.
No, subterfuge, like skycraft.
Oh my god! God, how many layers does this just have?
50 minutes, folks. We've not even hit 1 hour. We've not even hit 1 hour.
What is going on? Holy fuck, dude! Oh my god!
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Subterfuge.
Oh.
There you go. Honestly, Geraldine didn't know the word at this point.
Yes.
Geraldine is not a Scooby fucking.
The handwriting is that bad.
It's that she couldn't read it. She's asking. Geraldine asks what that word is.
Kronk knows what a centrifuge is, but not subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Kronk has got a master's in organic chemistry.
Organic chemistry? Like Shenjo? It's the study of Dragon Turtles.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, dude.
Chaos Crew.
So, with that, Vite nods
Sorry,
and goes,
what did the school recommend? Yeah.
Well, the school recommended for this mission of stealth, reconnaissance, and centrifuge that you take items that would help you be covered, covert, and making sure that if you had to do things in the darkness of night, that there was things to help you, or if you got yourself into situations that maybe weren't good. I don't know if the school even quite knows what you're going into, to be honest. I always get ready for a heist if I have to do this.
Does that mean we get really fast cars to escape in?
I mean, you could, if you're going to New Lynette, that's going to be the place to get them.
I mean, we better steal them, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Have you guys heard of a catfish burglar?
I've heard of a fish burglar.
All right. Do I have to seduce somebody? I'm down. I'm down. All right.
Hello, I'm Kronk. I'm an elf.
Hello, I'm Kronk. I'm Croquette.
I'm a very sexy elf lady. Look at my boobies.
You see these clenched butt cheeks? They could be yours. If the price is right.
They're not hiding anything.
Nothing at all. Reach in and see. But don't.
We do have a disguise kit.
What should I... That's the thing, like... Does the school, like, want us to go as ourselves, or do we have to have, like, code names?
He keeps looking through the clipboard. You're asking questions I wasn't given information to. You can... I was told to give you this no matter what. And he walks away and he comes back with these 5 little, like, sharp gemstones. And then he looks at all of you and he goes, do any of you have your ears pierced?
Yes, actually. Kyler does have.
Yeah, Geraldine does too.
I don't remember canonically. My emoji does.
Many. Yeah, I think your emote does.
My emoji does, but I don't remember canonically. It's hard to pierce an ears. I'm made of stone.
I'll do it.
Yeah, most of you guys do. And he just goes, if you want it in the ear that already is pierced, take out your ear piercing. If you want it in the other one, I would say grab a towel and bite.
Now that I'm familiar with.
We used apples and a heated needle on a hydrothermic vent. You know, we were really inspired by the movie Oil Slick. But no, it's fine. Kyle's gonna take out the little coral piece.
Dank-ass grease reference.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a Parent Trap joke, but
God, I was going with Parent Trap.
Yeah.
Parent Trap is another good example of ear pierce with the apple trick.
Yep.
So what does Kyler do? Does Kyler take out his current earring, or
yeah, it's like a coral
and
shell thing. Like
takes one of these like sharp kind of like small red gemstones and he jams it into where your ear piercing was, and it is a little bit uncomfortable, like there's a slight stretch to it, but it doesn't feel like it's gonna like rip or tear. And he turns around and he goes, who next?
Geraldine will take out one too.
And he jams the other, like one of the other small like gemstones into your ear. Pardon me. And as you kind of do that, Kyler, what are you thinking at that moment?
Probably, I don't know how this contributes to my overall image. Maybe I need a code name. What should I call myself? Like I was thinking
you can hear
other
every single beat of this thought process, Geraldine.
Can Geraldine take it out?
Yeah, you can. You like take it back out and you don't hear anything.
Okay, she's gonna take it out and look at Kyler.
Wait a second.
And then put it back in, and like then like put it back in.
She pulls her
And
top
you just
down a little bit and puts it back in. Hey, Kyler, look up.
It's like it's just the sound of a fucking trombone.
God.
Put back in. It's like life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
Geraldine's gonna put it back in and look at Kyler and just think, Kyler, look at me.
Kyler,
see if he hears
you
it.
hear in your mind, Kyler, look at me.
Kyler is gonna, and then turn with a swish of the hair, like thinking it's like
your ever moist hair flicks and like slightly sprays Vite in the face, and which he goes.
You get used to it. I'll get it.
So we can hear whoever's wearing its thoughts?
It allows you to telepathically communicate with people who are wearing ones that are connected to each other. These are all interconnected. So if you're wearing it, you can kind of like actively suppress your other thoughts, and use it only to communicate. So it's a really good way of making sure that if you need to talk stealthily, nobody hears it because it's in your brain.
I could get one with Lilith.
They're all connected.
Are all 5 connected?
Yeah, you all be.
Oh, I thought it
to
was
hear each
just
other.
for 2. I thought it was just 1. I forgot that people got multiple piercings. And right, that's my bad.
So I've got to ask 2 things. Firstly, Kyle, you hear Kyler's like thoughts, which is just, whew, don't want them knowing everything I think about. And then Kyle is telepathically linked to Shenjo, and is then telepathically linked to Geraldine. Can Geraldine hear Shenjo's thoughts as well?
No.
Or is it like 2 phones next to each other?
It's not like 2 phones next to each other. It's like whenever you're connecting different computers to like a modem, they all interact separately with the modem unless the modem sends the message to the next computer.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then it goes ba-ding, 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 ba-ding.
But it starts, so like if Geraldine thought to you, you could then pass that on to Shenjo, but it doesn't work.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say, like,
okay.
Is everyone we're on a telepathic link with then pulled in like via 2 steps?
Oh
like,
fuck! It's a Zoom call.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
No.
I'm not a cat.
So yeah, you can, Kyler, you can like consciously swap between.
Okay.
Like it takes a second to get used to. At first, you kind of just hear all of everybody's thoughts, and then after like a minute or 2 of like practicing, you can kind of filter out the thoughts that are unimportant. Like subconsciously, it really sinks in quite quickly. So you can like consciously go, I'm sending this to Shenjo, I'm saying this like to the party, and split that attention. Drazian, who also then receives one of the earrings, can also do the same for future reference. Lilith can do the same with Malort. And then Kronk and Geraldine, you guys can only hear between your like the party.
I don't get one with iBite yet.
No. iBite unfortunately does not have a telepathic link with you yet.
The telepathic link with the Dogtail.
Yet.
Woof! It's like a human saying woof.
Woof. That's actually what you... Once you figure out how to penetrate Kronk's skin and get the earring in there, which it's not in the ear lobe. I don't know what I'm doing on this side. It's not in the ear lobe. It's right here because he's very stylish. All you hear is woof, 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 woof. I'm a dogadile. Woof, 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 woof. I love you, iBite. Woof, woof. I miss the cutting of the iBite. Woof, 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 woof. His name is John Cena. Bum, 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 bum. Woof, 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 woof.
Okay, I need to. There we go. Sorry, I accidentally changed my pickup settings on my mic there for OBS, so I was very quiet for a second. I might still be a little bit quiet, but hopefully I can fix it. So, this is the first like thing you guys get, but this doesn't count towards your 3 individual items.
Mm.
So as Vite kind of looks at you guys, he goes, "So, Yeah, what you now that you've got your intercommunicational system, what are you all looking for? Kylo, you've got your stealthy weapon. What about the rest of you? Is there anything you're looking for? Any cool gadgets you think you might need for this kind of mission?
I do think that there's probably nothing wrong with me having access to a large explosive. So I probably could have that phone.
Yeah, not a problem. And he just walks over, picks up the phone, and brings it over to you and hands it to you. Do not call the number on that. Now, that is a fully functional phone. You can use that.
Oh, cool.
But the moment that phone is called, it's going to explode.
Very cool. And I like go to Twitter or tweet the hub. It's
Rocker.
Something that'll make you want to blow up your own fucking phone.
Yeah. Oh no! Look who took over this app. What's the phone number for the?
Papa Boulevard bought Squawker.
Jolion's
gonna ask if they have any jewelry.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, that's such a good question.
What are you? Is there anything you're particularly in the market for? We have and he kind of goes over this like box of like jewelry, and you watch he just kind of like rifles through, and it's at this point you realize that like Vite is in charge of this place, and that probably means that whatever organizational system is here is fucked.
It makes sense to him.
It makes
sense
sense
to
to him.
else.
Yeah.
Is that all? Are any of those gems like? Is it all magical, or there's some that's just gems?
No, everything in here is at least somewhat magical. It's an armory.
Are there any magical nipple piercings?
There are. We've had to send some units away on missions which require them to play a certain part of a person of the night. And we have a reconnaissance. We have no, but that would be cool. No, we have a reconnaissance radar nipple piercings. They allow single range communication to collect data. You put them in, and then they pick up everything in front of you, and like they transmit that. It's kind of like a hidden camera, but for nipple piercings.
Oh, so I should be the one to seduce somebody, and I should have nipple piercings, is what we're saying.
I don't want to be rude, buddy, but do you have nipples? Have you ever questioned this?
Do Goliaths have nipples?
How many nipples does a Goliath have? 13. Why is it an odd number?
Odd number.
Oh, oh no, it's a D&D. D&D. This is oh no. Oh, that was no good. I got something I did not want. Missing nipples. Must include nipples. There are no known fey creatures with nipples. I feel like stallions don't have nipples, so would male centaurs have nipples? That's not what I'm... Probably, I mean,
right.
The human part would, but with the horse part.
Goliaths have got to have nipples, right?
If a centaur wore jeans, would he wear them like this or like this?
I keep seeing fucking... Yeah, Grog Strongjaw's Vox Machina, like at the Legend of Vox Machina model, has nipples.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay.
Are the nipples made of stone? I don't know, but like he has them.
He screams, for he does not know. Everything else, the nipples are tastefully covered up, and everything I can see.
Chris, you know what? It's unconclusive, so I'm going to ask you to roll for nipple.
Okay, D20? Or D100?
D12 to see how many you have.
Okay,
12. How many nipples do I have?
On a 12 or an 11 or a 12, it's 0.
Okay, got you.
I thought it was like
I
one.
did roll a 10.
A 10, you have
Dude, does
three,
that mean
you have 3 nipples.
Okay, I do have 3 nipples. Is that standard for Goliaths, or is that Kronk specially has a 3rd nipple?
It's like a, there's like sea elves and then like high elves.
Okay.
There's like the 3 nipple Goliaths and then like the 2 nipple Goliaths. It's kind of like different. You get different racial bonuses for it.
So, nipples, right? Where's the 3rd one?
Nipple. Just like middle of
that was what I was hoping. That's really what I was hoping.
Middle
Is that that's
chest.
what? Okay, perfect, excellent. That is okay. So glad that that's canon now.
We have 22 viewers watching us discuss how many nipples Kronk has.
I mean, it's valid. We're gonna get a
It's a question we all had.
This is expanding the lore. This is the lore.
People in the chat, I'm fairly sure that Goliaths have nipples, all right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Leave a comment in the comment section below if you're watching this on YouTube. Do Goliaths have nipples?
Hey, go on to Twitter and everybody go hashtag 3 nipple Goliath. Let's get this
right now.
3NG, 3NG, 3NG.
Command add, quote, roll for nipples. Beautiful. All right. Okay, great. So I would love to have the nipple piercings for Goliaths for Kronk.
Yeah. Would you like one for each of your nipples, or would you like one for just a singular nipple?
Is that? I mean, I feel like single nipple is stylish, right? Lilith.
It's urban.
Hey Lilith. Is single? Oh, I'm sorry. Hey Drazian. I feel like Drazian, is single nipple piercing stylish? You seem kind of metrosexual.
Drazian kind of like looks a bit bewildered and goes, "I'm."
Did you do that? Eli says yes, very in chat. So
yes, very. And kind of looks over at Lilith and like smirks and then looks back at Kronk.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I feel that's very good for one nip piercing. I'm into it. As for reconnaissance purposes only.
Sounds good. Now, Miss Boulevard, you were asking for a ring. Is there anything? Well, you're asking for jewelry. Is there anything in particular that you would like it to do, or are you just looking to see what we have available?
I was looking for a ring of invisibility, predominantly, but I'm open to other options.
We do have a ring of invisibility. Unfortunately, it is due to budget restraints. It's a limited time invisibility, and you can only use it once a day. But we do have this, and he picks up this ring that has this kind of like large, unseemly, like brooch on it, almost. It's like a granny ring. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't look very good. And he goes, would you like to have a closer look? And he brings it like close to your face.
Sure. What do I see?
You watch as he does this. He tips it towards you, and the lid opens, and you're sprayed in the face with a puff of mist. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
You're getting a +5 if you're within 10 feet of Kyler as well.
I'd say you're all in the room, so yeah.
What's a 23 + 5, so a 28.
You feel like your eyes begin to kind of close over and your body go limp a little bit, and then you kind of shake yourself awake. Oh, that was pretty good. This is a sleepy ring. If you get close enough, you can tip it forward and it releases a blast of sleeping mist, and it will knock your target out. He takes that off and he puts it in front of you. We do also have... This is one that is a little bit... I don't like to use it because it feels a little bit cheap, but it does the job. He turns around and he goes back into the box and he pulls out this kind of very fine, like silver chain necklace with like a little orb on the end of it, and he goes, "This is what we like to call a miniature prison. Is there anybody here who doesn't mind being tied up in chains?" Kronk, as you're putting your hand up, Lilith was also like halfway through putting her hand up and then puts it back down.
Hello, I've always wanted to be tied up by Geraldine.
Okay. And he hands the necklace to Geraldine, and he says, "You just kind of have you ever like slung a rock before with a sling?"
No.
David and Goliath.
You grab the end of it, make sure the little tiny orb is away from where your hands are. You spin it, and then you let go and you throw it at the person that you want it to be used on. Go ahead and throw it at Kronk there.
Hello.
She's gonna kind of hold it, and it's gonna be like a little klutzy. It's like she makes the throw though, but it falls. I want it to fall a little bit short of Kronk, but like hit him awkwardly, but like still make it work.
Yeah.
But like she's not the most athletic.
Because Kronk is willing to like be hit by this, there's no check for it. As like you're kind of clumsy and it hits Kronk's feet, but you watch as it magically expands and these iron bands and iron chains begin to crawl up Kronk's leg and around Kronk's body.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah, let's go.
Completely restrain him up to the point that it actually puts him in like an iron mask where only his eyes and his mouth are visible.
Oh yeah, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Kronk is completely restrained.
All right, now jerk me off.
I was gonna say, how do you remove it?
You can either go ahead and right at the bottom there, you see it kind of like there's like a loose chain. You pull on that and it will retract back into its necklace form. Or you can, if you attack it, it will return back to its necklace form. But he can't do anything in there, so he can't attack it. He can't do a thing. He's trapped.
Could you break out of it?
No, it's magical. It restricts you so you can't move.
What's the check if I wasn't voluntarily?
A ranged attack roll. On hit, the target is restrained until you take a bonus action to speak the command word to release it. So there's no
ADC or
there's no AC, there's no DC, there's no save, there's no nothing. If you get hit by it, you're bound in these iron chains until the other person like uses the like whatever retracts it to retract it.
Is it an attuned item?
A creature, including the one restrained, can use their turn to make a DC 20 strength check to break the iron bands on their arms. So you can you get your hands free to do other stuff, but you can't move, you can't do anything else. It just gives you your hands free. If the check fails, any further attempts made by that creature automatically fail until 24 hours have elapsed.
Oh, Kronk rolled a 19, so Kronk cannot get out.
Kronk is stuck there for 24 hours until Geraldine decides to release him.
Damn. That was a +9, by the way.
Yep.
Well, I guess I would get +5 because of I'm close to Kyler, but
it's not a save.
It's a check, not a save.
Oh, it's a check, not a save.
Is it just a flat strength check as well? It's not like athletics.
It is indeed.
Oh, hey, Alaska.
Oh, my baby.
Hello.
Hello, my darling.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime
you
girl.
look so hot.
Okay.
Hi.
Well, with Alaska here, and we are on an hour and 15. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break, catch Alaska up to what's been happening, and then I'm going to fix cameras here. So we're going to leave it with Kronk bound and wrapped in iron chains on the ground. Yeah, and we'll come back to this in a couple of minutes, guys. We will see you soon. And we are back. Okay, we've got the scenes sorted now. So getting back into it, I believe where we had left off was with Geraldine having a hog-tied Kronk in iron chains. Haha, yeah.
Can you call me a good boy now?
I usually have to pay for this. So yes, Geraldine, you are, because you're the one who threw it, you're the only one that can like deactivate it. So it's entirely up to you if Kronk stays there for how long. It does. Have you seen like the I think it's Leonardo da Vinci. Not da Vinci. Fucking hell, Leonardo DiCaprio. They make references to da Vinci in it, like his artworks, which is what is making me think of it. The Man in the Iron Mask.
Mm-hmm.
You know the way the mask looks in that is what is covering Kronk's head right now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, GB's gonna walk over to Kronk and sort of like kneel down and pull the chain and let him out of it.
Okay. Yeah, Kronk, you feel the kind of pressure and constriction around your body release, and as the chains pull themselves away from you, and Geraldine, they're back in your hand now as the dainty little necklace that they once were.
I'm gonna make a Constitution check real quick.
Yeah, to see
Is
if you're
it?
not.
I rolled a 20. Kronk does not have a massive throbbing erection.
That's because you've already came.
The necklace is a little bit damp.
Oh. Moist.
What's the cleaning process for
Apparel necklace.
Y'all got any of those like the sonic cleaners that you put it in and it just like vibrates really quick?
Dude, those are so satisfying to watch too. So how does the necklace come? How does the necklace come back to be? Does it just like show up on the floor, or does it when I pull the chain? Does that chain become the necklace?
It becomes the necklace and is back in your hands.
Oh, chains!
You cannot now use this until the next dawn, so this is a once a day thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, give me 10 of these.
Wear them like rings and just.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Be the chain user. Be great. Yeah, GB's gonna, I guess, stand up with the necklace and look up at Kronk and say, "Sorry, Kronk," and she's gonna wink at him before she walks away. And
Kronk now does have a little bit of a chub.
And she's gonna put the necklace back on the table and keep looking at the jewelry.
Okay. So, one second.
Titties in the doorway.
No, not titties in the doorway. Something got thrown at me. What's this? Give me a few.
Baby Bell.
I thought that said Beyblade.
Beyblade cheese.
Phoenix power.
Beyblade cheese. Holy fuck.
No, there's titties in the doorway.
Oh yeah.
Titties!
Chris, Chris, according to chat, this should be you. So.
I think you still hold rights.
Oh, and now teddy's in the doorway for Alaska. Okay.
Teddy's in the doorway for Alaska.
Did they write for Alaska? How did they clarify?
They said this one's for Alaska and then pulled it up and let them drop.
There you go.
A drop too? Yo, that's good.
Alaska, what's that movement?
Hey, yo!
I was doing a little like dance. That's whatever.
Oh, they doing their little dancey dance, huh?
Hey, yo,
maybe we do. I need to make sure my passport's up to date.
Huh? You want some baby bell?
Hey, baby bell.
Are you a bell? Because you're the only baby that I see.
Why are you in a bar? You're a child.
Because damn, you kind of smell like cheese.
God, this is great. I'm really glad I'm here.
So yeah, you're Geraldine. You're just looking through the box of jewelry. Okay. What kind of thing are you like looking for?
I want.
You're. I think you mentioned you were looking for like greater invisibility stuff, so you
Yeah,
can.
I want to be able to cast while invisible.
Okay.
Even if it's just if I use charges from the staff, does that count? That counts as it would remove invisibility, right? Even if it's not a spell slot.
Correct.
Okay.
Let me see here. Um. Because I'm not sure if, like, even in the base game, ring.
Oh.
Battery exhausted. Yo, same.
Oh no!
Did you forget to
Oh
charge it?
no! No, it was 100%.
Oh dear.
No.
Oh, good gravy!
Bother.
Oh, gee willikers! Oh no! Oh, good gracious!
Um.
Man, that okay. Well, that dummy battery is way more important than I thought it was, huh?
Yeah.
That did not last long at all.
Heard
Okay.
that before.
Well, the way you looking right now, I'm not surprised, girl.
You do, as you're looking through, you do find a ring of invisibility, but there's unfortunately rings of greater invisibility.
Okay.
So.
And the invisibility one is a once a day, or is it just bit on an action, like a spell? Or...
It is. As an action.
Okay.
Anything you're wearing or carrying is invisible with you. You remain invisible until the ring is removed, until you
Anything
attack.
you're wearing?
Yep. Until you attack or cast a spell, until you use a bonus action, or until you use a bonus action to become visible again. So each turn you can just.
Did Vite say it's like a once per day, or is it just
No?
that
It's
low?
just as an action.
Yeah.
Yeah, Geraldine's gonna pick the ring of invisibility.
Okay. Yeah, as you pick it up, you kind of try it on for size. It's a little bit like wide, but as you kind of like try it on and mess with it for a minute or two, trying to get it like to sit comfortably, you watch as it shrinks to fit your finger, and then you innately kind of have the knowledge. It will be attuned to you.
Okay, then I'll have to
use it.
take something off.
Yeah. To use this, it will need to be attuned. It kind of, you get the knowledge of how to make yourself invisible.
Okay.
He does look at you, and he goes, I understand wanting to be able to go invisible in general. I may have something that might suit you a bit better, if you would be willing to it.
Yeah. I'm open to options.
Are you very fussed about your general aesthetic?
No.
And he turns away and he kind of comes back with this long black scarf with these like white markings all over it. Not what Chris is thinking. But like
Come.
oh come. It looks like these kind of, not like runic symbols, but just like weird shapes and of like white fabric all over it. This is a scarf of shrouds. It essentially makes you invisible as long as you are in a dark place, and that invisibility will not disappear if you are to do things, but it does have the limitation of needing to be in a shadow, like this. And you watch as like Vite is like standing there normally, and he kind of like steps back into a shadow, like an unlit area of the room, and you can still see him. You can still like see his outline clearly. and then he throws on the scarf, and you watch as the scarf begins to like wraps around more of his body than just his neck, and he is now part of the shadow, and you cannot see him in this darkness. And as you're like kind of looking, and like you're looking for him, you feel a breath, like something like blowing on your face, and you hear Vite's voice, which is like maybe 2 or 3 inches from you now. I told you couldn't see me with it.
God.
He takes it off, and as he takes it off, you watch as the kind of darkness begins to like tear away from him, almost like fabric that's being ripped, and he is once again visible in like his outline is visible within this darkness. So there is a bit of a stipulation, but it would provide you more certain cover in the situation that you may be trying to hide.
I think I'll keep the ring.
Okay. That is a ring of spell storing for
Invisibility?
a ring of invisibility. Sorry, I'm looking at a different. The voice in my head is telling me a different notepad is open. There we go. Okay. That's a ring of invisibility for yourself. Would you like the necklace as well, or would you like to look at other things?
Is the necklace also attuned, Max?
It is not.
Then yeah, I'll take the necklace too.
Okay. Let me get out my notes. Okay, so that is 2 items for Geraldine so far. 2 items for Kronk, being the nipple piercings of Recon, and what was the other one?
It was the explosive phone.
Yes,
The phone.
I got
explosive.
2. Oh,
See,
Call that a burner.
hey
Burner.
yo. Kyler.
damn it! You're
has
so
the
fucking funny.
stealth. I thought you said you're still fucking funny, and I was like, do you hope it would go away? Oh,
I mean, a little bit. I'm trying to be the funny one in the relationship, and
It's just not working for you, is it,
there we
bud?
go.
it just makes you fall in love with her again, dumbass.
I made a good joke at work today. I'll tell you later.
Good.
Remind me.
Kyler has a stealth trident.
Yeah,
Drizzy
like the
and
British
knife.
government.
Hey yo.
Oh, we get a total of 3, Alaska, by the way.
You have a total of 3 each, and literally see if you can think of like any kind of like this is a like cool spy gadget I saw in a movie once. If you can think of it, like you can probably have it.
We're talking undercover things. We're talking things that you can use in the darkness.
Yeah.
You're talking things.
Okay, I got one.
Okay, Vite is just like trying to make sure that everybody's like looking around and seeing what they need, and he comes over to you, Lilith, and he goes, are you okay? Do you know what you're looking for?"
Yeah. Do you have any makeup items that do things? Perhaps unlock a door or something.
Oh, you're looking for a lipstick lockpick.
That's exactly what I was looking for.
And he just goes over to this kind of like, it looks like like the makeup shelves that you would see in like, we would usually have them in like chemists or pharmacists. It's that kind of like, it's like backlit, and it's like the really cheap plastic holders, and everything's kind of like angled out so you can see the top of them. And he goes across a couple of the different makeups, and he picks one up, and he goes, that would be, so it looks, he uncaps it, and it just looks like a red lipstick. He goes, of course this doesn't work, because he lifts the he lifts the actual lipstick piece off, and underneath is like a lock picking tool that you would like fit. It's like a skeleton key for doors.
Definitely
So
want that.
he puts the lid back on. He hands it. That is one for you then, Mrs. Greylock. A lipstick lockpick. We also have the good and old classic, and he brings up a thing of like mint mouth spray. This will temporarily daze the person that you spray it on. It won't send him to sleep like the ring that I showed Miss Geraldine, but it will make them a little bit woozy and allows you to make a quick getaway. We have everything here, really. Whatever you're looking for. He kind of looks around. You guys are cool, right?
Yeah, we're cool.
I'm cold blooded.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
very
cool.
cool.
We're
Well,
chill.
I'm all right.
We
Yeah, I'm
vibe.
cool.
You guys stay here. I'll be back in a minute. And he leaves you guys alone in the room.
While he does,
Yes.
can Kyler go and look for a grappling harness to climb with?
There is the grappling hook that Kronk was looking at, which is like a grappling hook gun. So you would aim it, point it, and then it would pull itself in.
Oh, I forgot I was looking at that.
If you're looking for a grappling harness, there's nothing necessarily in that range of things there, but you do find a spider climbing suit, which just looks like a suit kind of on the hands and on the feet have these weird Velcro-esque materials and textures. And
there's 8 legs popping out of it.
It just it's a Spider-Man suit. It just lets you crawl up the wall and onto ceilings and stuff.
Is it like the fucking pink guy suit? Is that what it looks like?
Yeah,
it's
basically.
like a full body suit. It's not just gloves.
No, it's a full body morph suit, but it's black.
Is it big enough for a Goliath?
It's stretchy material, so it's like lycra.
It's lycra.
I mean, how stretchy to get from Aqua to Goliath?
Have you ever stretched lycra?
Well, no,
lycra is stretchy.
Lycra, I hardly know her.
Lycra, I hardly know her.
And mild metagame for the sake of brevity. If Kyler asked Vite for a belt grappling thing, is that something that's available, or we'll just go for the gun?
No, not really.
Okay, just for the sake of people's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might go for the gun then,
because I know Kyler just wants to go. Don't worry, I've got this, and press on his belt buckle, and then just a grappling hook flies out.
Adam West Batman kind of vibes.
It's the Batcock.
It's barbed. So yeah, no. If Kyler wants to pick up the grappling hook, then that can be your second item.
Cool.
I do not know what else I want.
Feel free, while I'm doing other stuff, if you want to look like famous spy gadgets and that kind of thing. You
pretty on it.
Kyler, as you're kind of going further into the room to check, you do start to see other what looks maybe experimental or stuff that is being tested.
Like what?
You see this little tiny orb that looks like it has glass windows that look into the interior of the orb, but it's completely see-through. But wherever it's not a glass window, it is this silvery greeny metal that has a weird kind of iridescentness to it.
Can I pick it up?
You can pick it up, and as you do, you feel under your thumb there's a little kind of button.
So, go on then. Let's push it.
Okay. Everybody in the room
Make
make a wisdom saving throw, including you, Kyler.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Is
I
Kyler
don't know if
far
anyone's near enough to get the bonus.
Unfortunately, no. You've traveled farther into the room.
I got a 24.
I'm gonna dirty
I
20.
got a 14.
The only
22.
I will check what Drazian gets very quickly here, and then I will let you guys know the outcomes. This is saving
Wow.
throws. Okay.
I'd like to let you all know that I have Googled Spy Kids gadgets. So
Yeah.
It works.
definitely have some I'm looking for now.
As you press the button, Lilith, Geraldine, and Kyler, you guys are immediately blinded by this bright, pulsating light and blasting of music as the orb begins to levitate into the air and spins.
You had to fail it like me.
Taking these like multicolored lights and blasting them around the room along with this like pumping techno music. And as you look around, you watch Drazian and Kronk in a sort of like trance-esque face just dancing. Just
Oh, yeah.
And they are blank. There's nothing behind the eyes. They don't know what is like there. They don't realize that they are being compulsively set to dance due to this distraction disco ball.
The what?
Can Kyler then like try and pluck it out of the air? Is that like?
Yeah, it only
Will that stop it?
It only goes maybe about 6 feet in the air.
Right,
not
so
like
it's
from where you are, but like in general, it only goes maybe about 6 feet off the ground, and then so you can like reach up really easily and like grab it and turn it off. At which point, Kronk, you come back around from this compulsive dancing, and you realize what has happened.
Kronk just starts twerking and pretends like he meant to do it.
That was a sick beat, buddy. Do it again.
Yeah, I'm throwing it back. You see this booty moving? Yeah, look at it go.
Okay.
I'll ask Vite about this one. I mean, it seems very flashy. I like it. I like it a lot, bro.
Now that you're like looking over it, you see that it has 3 different options.
Okay.
It has like an on button, a delay button, and a timer button.
Brilliant.
So
can I throw it to Geraldine and be like, can you identify this? Or will I just ask Fight? But like actually just throw it like as asking like
yeah. Yeah, you can if you want to.
Yeah.
Tempted to make you Geraldine roll a dexterity save to see if she catches it or if it sets off again. And then everybody's just stuck dancing until Vite returns.
Would
Vite
Vite make a saving throw on that? Like,
Vite makes it. Nobody ever succeeds the saving throw again. The world is doomed to dance. Yeah, you can throw it over to Geraldine. And you can ask if Geraldine wants to identify it, do whatever you want. It seems to be experimental. It doesn't look like it's really polished in terms of its design or its look. It's like in the middle of being tested, kind of thing.
Sorry, Coda's just screaming.
It's okay.
Yeah, I will cast Identify on it.
Yeah, this is an orb of compulsive dancing. Essentially any creature, whenever it is used, any creature that does not have their eyes covered, within 60 feet. So any creature that can like see this thing within 60 feet will have to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 16. And if they don't succeed, then they are compulsively forced to dance for the next 10 minutes until the orb stops itself and falls back to the ground.
Is it broken by damage as well, like a charm?
It is broken by damage. Well, both the orb itself, like you could like shoot it out of the air.
Yeah, but also the effect.
Yeah,
like
the effect is.
So if I'm like grooving and someone like smacks me with a fireball, I'm not like, well, go ahead,
this beat is
Somebody
fire.
call 911. Shotty fire burning on the dance floor.
Yeah, no, you would get a like saving throw if somebody was to damage it.
Gotcha. Ooh.
At this point, Vite comes back and he sees Geraldine holding it and he goes, "Oh, that's not a nice one. I was testing that without anybody around for a while. I danced for 10 minutes straight and it really hurt my legs. I'll trust you kids, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think that you would be sent on a mission like this without being at least a little bit trustworthy." And he comes back in with this like trolley, like filled with like multiple boxes of objects. And those of you who have a perception above 15, which I believe is Lilith and Geraldine,
Yeah.
both notice that written on the side of the boxes is evidence.
Oh.
I've got some things that are maybe not supposed to leave the station, all from cases that are solved. No, I'm not helping you get any
Oh,
criminals
cool.
away with stuff. But
We're doing the cocaine they stole.
I mean, no, we do that. Actually, why do you think they call it a policeman's snow party?
I just thought it meant there were snow bunnies.
That's a very different thing.
That's a very different thing.
A what? A what?
Oh.
A what?
What?
What did he say?
I don't think you kids would do anything wrong. Purposely. So,
No.
I'm going to trust you each to take one thing out of evidence. And if this one doesn't come back, we won't talk much about it. So, thinking outside of spy gear and centrifuge, what is the what kind of thing you're looking for? You know, this could be for anything really. I will say, so far what you've got all seems to be towards you planning to be very sneaky and stealthy, which is nice. I believe that is the purpose of your plan. I don't think you guys have anything that you can't use that isn't on your person, if that makes sense. Like a little robot that can, go and get information for you. Things that you can like leave in places to pick up, little like listening devices, things like that. We do have a number of objects in here, though. I will admit a lot of these are magical items that were used in like vandalism and like public nuisances, but they might be helpful to you. Like this, and he picks up this like little sticker book. That just is like a sticker of a bunch of like arrows pointing up. These are gravity stickers. He peels one off and he sticks it on like an object, but the arrow, instead of pointing up, the arrow is pointing to the left, and you watch as it just flies wildly in that direction. They change the gravity of whatever they are attached to.
Does it work on people?
Does it work on me?
He like peels one off and he goes, "May I, Kronk?"
Yes,
And
yes,
he
yes, please, yes,
slaps
please.
it on Kronk, and Kronk just begins to levitate off the floor, albeit as a much slower speed than the small object. But Kronk does just begin to slowly rise off the floor without sign of stopping.
Wait, Carter, give me Trina. Carter, give me Trina. Carter.
Cat's gonna be like, sorry, dude. I'm just gonna fling it up towards the ceiling, like prong first, so maybe like lands next to Kronk.
Yeah.
All right, now call Trina back.
Okay.
And Kronk holds on to Trina
Kronk,
while floating in the air.
Kyler, you watch as Trina originally is pulled towards you. You watch as Kronk's hand grips onto Trina's handle, and all of a sudden you have a 7'11" Goliath pummeling towards you midair.
Can I just cancel the recall?
You can, at which point both Kronk and both Kronk and Trina would usually just stop in midair and fall to the ground. However, Kronk does have momentum, and they continue their approach towards you.
Oh, curse you, Isaac Newton.
Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Does Kronk know who Isaac Newton is? Is there an Isaac Newton in this realm?
Kronk knew what a centrifuge was at the beginning of the episode.
There's no fronts, but
26.
Yeah, Kyler, you're like, I'll just cancel the fuck and jump out of the way as Kronk comes flying past you into the wall with a crash, knocking a number of objects off the shelves.
I can see the appeal.
So yeah, there's this. We do also have these. And he pulls out a deck of playing cards. This is
What's that?
Kronk does not need any more cards, says Lilith.
Chris's camera just comes back on. What's that?
What is it?
Well, this was. We found a group of hooligans and vandals who were using it to cause distractions. It is a deck of illusions.
An illusion? What are you hiding?
What are you
hiding?
You watch as as Vite pulls out the one of the cards and throws it on the ground, and it is a 1 second here. Draw cards. King of Diamonds. You watch as it is. As the card lands on the ground, the ink from the card disappears and raises into the air and evaporates and turns into the image of an archmage and a mage apprentice who are standing there kind of menacingly looking, and they're not actually doing anything, but they're like, we're here to take over the city.
Watch out, guys, they're here to take over the city.
And
I've got this.
At one of them.
Kyler recalls Trina through them.
Trina just passes right through them, and they seem unfazed. For far too long, we of the mages have decided to hole ourselves up in far-off isolation, but we have perfected our magic, and now we are here to... And Vite picks the card back up and puts it back in the deck.
How many cards are in that?
34.
Do you know what 34 plus 3 is?
37.
Those are pretty good odds. Is anybody else going to take these?
It's not really my style. I'm more of a... That's what Kyler does.
Did no one else hear
Lilith does not want Kronk to have
just
those.
said?
I will take them.
Not to take the meaning of it, no.
Okay.
Kronk is gonna put his 3 cards in that deck. And Lilith heard that. She is not stupid. Her perception is high enough. Lilith is gonna go, I don't think Kronk needs any more cards. I will take these.
Okay,
Aw.
as he's passing over to Kronk, Lilith's hand just reaches out of nowhere and grabs them.
Oh,
So
all
Lilith,
right.
then you have a deck of illusions, which
What are you hiding?
what are you hiding?
I'm hiding a decks of cards from you, apparently, because now I have to.
It will allow you to, like, whenever you say you draw a card, we'll pick a random playing card, and it will come up.
So you have to declare these cards too? Oh, that could have been a good bit.
You have to, like, whenever you throw the card on the ground, the corresponding illusion will appear. So you can get anything from a knight, and for like towns guards, you can get just a random druid, you can get a red dragon, you can get a fire giant, and you just throw these cards out, and like they cause this huge distraction.
Oh. Is there a czar that pops out?
Yeah,
Is there a distraction czar?
Yeah.
If you pull the Joker, it is the deck's owner that appears. I believe there's two different Jokers.
Give me
isn't
two
there?
Liliths.
There's two different Jokers, so
Hey,
it could be
yeah.
3 Liliths. But if I remember correctly, is there 2 Jokers
Raising about to have a weird time.
in
Just kidding. I wouldn't.
card?
It would just be Lilith and Lilith and Lilith.
It would just be Lilith and
Let's
Lilith.
be honest.
Well, it's like, I'd smash me.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, there's 2 Jokers that are often noticeably different. One Joker is just a direct copy of you. The other is a gender bent copy of you.
Ooh.
So it would be a male Lilith.
Lilith has to go test these cards out.
Damn,
She'll be
Larry.
back. She'll be back later. Whew.
Kronk leans over to Vite and goes, "Do you have a ring of wild magic anywhere?"
He looks at you in the face and he goes, "Yeah? Why?"
I kinda want a ring of wild magic is why. I like jewelry.
Okay. And he reaches into like the boxes and he's looking through. And after a while he like puts his head up, he goes, "I don't have a ring of wild magic. I've got a glove of wild magic though."
A glove of wild magic? I don't know what it does, but I'm in.
From what I'm aware, it give like whenever you punch someone it might go off.
Do it.
Well, I only occasionally punch people, so sure.
Okay, here you go. And he gives you a glove of wild magic. Now this will be counted as a monk weapon.
Perfect.
When you attack someone with your fists using this, you will have to roll a dice, or I can roll it, it's up to you. And there is a chance that you will be accursed with wild magic. And for anybody who doesn't know, we use a very special wild magic table. D&D 5e does have its own, but we use something called the Net Librum Random Magical Effects, which is 10,000 possibilities of wild magic effects. So, yeah, that's fun.
Ooh. Is there a dummy I could try to punch real quick?
Not in here, unfortunately. I mean, there's
Kyler's right over
Yeah, I was
there.
going to say there's yourself and Kyler, but
I feel like I've done enough damage to Kyler in this campaign.
well, Kronk, that would be your third item.
That is correct.
What's the sorry if you're doing that many stuff.
That's okay.
But Kailash Vite, what's the most like serious crime you have in this box?
Why? What kind of damage are you looking to do?
Well, I'm not really an
protect
illusion.
yourself. Or do
deal
some
some
damage.
damage. I'm not really an illusions kind of guy. I'm more of a shoot straight, guns a smiting kind of guy. So I don't know. I just want something that feels kind of me, and I'd like to let a bad thing do some good.
Okay. He reaches and he kind of like looks in and around. And as he is like looking, he grabs this. At first it's hard to tell what it is. Because you've never seen anything like it before. It looks to be this small round object, maybe a stone. Definitely not a gem. It doesn't have any shine or luster to it. It is dark, it is grey, and it is bespeckled with a deep, deep blue inside of it. And he kind of pulls it out and he sets it aside and he goes, that is a demon summoning tome, demon summoning stone. I don't know what's currently in there, but I do know that there's one demon in there that whenever that stone is broken, it will appear.
Kronk looks at his nipple piercing and goes, "Oh."
Lilith just goes, "Is he hot?"
From what I am aware of, the two other demons that we pulled off of this individual, were not in a term attractive.
Scale of 1 to 10, roll a d10.
On a scale of 1 to 10, roll a d10. See if it's a fucking hot demon.
Baylors are very hot. Yeah. Fiery aura.
Lilith takes her and copy of her and copy of gender bent her and also
All the
hot
demons
demon.
in the stone. Bye, guys. This campaign's been fun, but
from what I am aware, the other ones that we had were a Balgura and a Quasit.
Can I make a check to know what those are?
You can make a
because I cast have an idea, but like I want to kind of.
I would know what they are, right?
Like a 13 plus.
Lilith would know.
Lilith would not.
17. 17.
Lilith might know because we haven't finalized anything, and I don't know what you want,
right?
What way you want to finalize it. So that's why I'm like, would you know?
It's still.
If you're deciding that, like, yes, that is the way we're going, then you would know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's the way we're going. So yeah, I think. Lilith would know. I don't know. Lilith does. That's fun.
You got a 17, did you say, Kyler?
I got a 17, yeah.
Okay. Both Kyler and Lilith. A Barlgura is a large ape-like demon. Purple skin, orange fur, 2 legs, 2 enormous arms that are like twice the length of its body and nearly as wide. It has these huge tusks that stick out from its bottom jaw, and it is a very, very destructive, like just purely kill everything in sight kind of demon. And then a Quasit is this kind of... It's a smaller demon, but it is a shape changer which is the issue. It has this kind of bug-esque look, but it's got these two large ribbed horns that stick out of the back of its head, that it uses to, like, it can talk to other Quasite telepathically, and they're kind of like the creatures that would, like, mainly be used for, like, demon plans where they have to pass information or they have to, like, get things into place. They're like I'm trying to think of, like, a reference that you guys would know.
They're like the flying monkeys from Wizards of Oz, right?
I was gonna say, no, what are those things in Mass Effect, babe? The little bug guys that talk to each other that you just gotta kill?
The Arachni?
Yeah.
I don't know much about Mass Effect, unfortunately.
They're Ronald Reagan's pigeons.
Yeah, they're Ronald Reagan's pigeons.
So they're just regular birds. Okay,
Yeah,
heard.
They are birds.
What's up,
With the charging ports.
Yeah. Quasites infest the lower planes. Physically weak, they keep to the shadows to plot mischief and wickedness. More powerful demons use Quasites as spies and messengers. A Quasite can assume animal forms, but in its true form, it looks like a 2-foot-tall green humanoid with a barbed tail and ribbed horns. Clawed fingers and toes, these claws can deliver an irritating poison. It prefers to be invisible.
Oh, he's kind of cute.
Kyler will pick up the stone then and be like, how does it work? Do I just throw it, crack it?
You throw it on the ground, and it will, we assume, have a demon stored inside of it. We haven't done anything with it because we're not trying to summon a demon.
Me either. But I have ideas.
I bet I could grapple a demon.
Just gonna stick it in like one of his innumerable pockets on the jacket.
Okay. With that Kyler is your third item.
Yeah, I got the grapple and hook.
It is a demon lockstone. Yeah.
Demon lockstone. Do you want me to add? I added a normal just a normal flat trident that's like not versatile. That I can just remove an attunement if I need it.
These are,
and the others I haven't added.
These are custom items, so don't be worrying.
Okay.
I will get them. That's why I'm taking the notes of what you guys want. And now he turns to the other three, Drazian, Lilith, and Geraldine, and he goes, I believe the rest of you are yet to pick your third item, Mr. Dracos, Drazian. I don't know what to call you. I've been told your real name, but I don't know which one to say. You told me which items you would like, and you have them now. But if you desire something from the evidence chest, you're more than welcome to them. But please do be careful. So, is there anything any of you would like?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Does Geraldine see anything that could be used to overwhelm like electrical circuits, or something to do with like electronic?
Yeah, there is stuff that is there. Generally, like, that wouldn't necessarily need to be in the evidence thing. They would have like a ring or a bracelet of shock and grasp, where you could just use it to kind of go and overpower electronics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I see in the evidence bin that looks like it would impress my family?
Go ahead.
Is there anything in the evidence bin that would repair my relationship with my father?
Is there anything that they would think is really fun? Like, how did you get this? Or like this is cool, like that you have this, or you have this ability. Is there anything like that like would impress them?
Go ahead and roll a insight check for me to kind of have a look through everything and see.
Okay. 11.
11. You see some stuff. There's not necessarily a whole bunch of things that like would impress your family, because they are hard people to impress generally.
Yeah.
The one that catches your eye that kind of makes you go, oh, there, as you go in, there is this little box, maybe about this size, and as you shake it, you can hear like 3 objects rattling around inside. Whenever you open it up, you see 3 light blue, slightly translucent dice inside. Each of them are currently facing up on the number 1.
Do I know what this is?
Go ahead and roll. You can either identify it if you have a spell slot, or you can roll I need to remember which one it is. I think it's Arcana.
Okay.
I always forget. Yeah, Arcana.
Yeah, all Arcana, and if it sucks, a 19.
Yeah, these are Diviner's dice. They are objects that are, they're like these crystal dice. They are slightly connected to the threads of fate, in that when you roll them, you can, from a lore perspective, it is foretelling you your future. And you can like divine what's going to happen with these. From a player perspective, you roll the dice, you mark down what they get, and you can just add those to any check later on.
Okay.
So this is like, oh, I rolled 3 6s. Okay, any 3 checks in the future, I can just add a 6 to it.
Gotcha. Okay.
You lose any unused numbers daily at dawn. But once you once you roll them, you can roll them again the next day.
This is a once a day thing.
It's a once a day thing, but you can't save them.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, if I get all 6s, I need to use them today. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I kind of have something like that as part of my class.
Guidance goes burr.
Well, yeah, and my 6th level thing does something similar.
Yeah, you have this as part of your class.
Yeah.
There's, your family doesn't necessarily have them.
Oh, true.
There is also.
Is there anything like
Sorry, burp.
evil or anything that looks like they might have made it or had a hand in making it?
There doesn't look like there's anything that they would have a hand in making, but if you're talking about evil, yeah, there's a couple of things here. There is what looks to be a straight up like, it's weird because you would not have seen the technology before, but by looking at it and like kind of like deducing, a flamethrower sitting in here. It looks very rude and crude, and rudimentary, but it's something that maybe taking back to your family they could like work on and improve. There, there is this kind of long, dark sword. And there is a scroll that you can't tell quite what it does just by looking at it. You'd have to pick it up and inspect it.
Can I pick up the scroll and inspect it?
As you pick up the scroll, what is it that you are like looking for currently?
In what way? Like an item or
If Geraldine had to choose something that she was searching for right now, what would it be?
Probably a way to be able to like be with her family without them being evil, like
as you pick that up, you watch as your face is slowly etched into the map that you see in front of you. And Vite just kind of goes, "Well, that's strange. Why are you looking for yourself?"
Oh.
That scroll is made to use items that are difficult to find. You think about what you're looking for, and it shows it on the page. Do you not know where you are? Are you lost? You're in the paladins are selling you.
That could be handy.
Geraldine's gonna keep the scroll.
Can Kronk see the scroll from where he's at?
Kronk can. Nobody knows
Kronk?
like what is happening.
Like what?
Yeah.
If I change what I'm looking for, does what
Yes,
shows
it does.
change?
It does change.
If Kronk is just
go ahead.
If Kronk's just thinking about boobs right now and he's looking at that, what happens?
Nothing, because he's not holding them up.
Oh.
I wanted
Okay.
to see some boobs.
If I start thinking about my family members, or
the image of your face slowly fades away over the course of about 2 to 3 seconds, and then the visage of your different family members begins to get like gently drawn on the page by an invisible hand, an invisible quill that you do not see.
does it show a location?
It does not. It just shows them. So it seems to be that this was maybe originally considered faulty, but has a more existential meaning, or is like it has to be used in a specific way.
Would I recognize what this item is and like know what it is at all?
This is a scroll of finding object, but it's slightly different. It doesn't like tell you where it is. It tells you what the thing is. So, for example, show me where this is. We'll give you a picture of the building. Show me what I need. We'll show you a picture of what you need. That kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
So rather than like, here's it marked on a map, it's like, here's what you're looking for. I don't know where that is. So it's somewhat faulty.
Okay. Yeah, Geraldine's gonna keep the map.
Okay. Then you get a scroll of faulty finding objects. And also an existential crisis because of the first image that popped up.
Yep. Yep.
Roll to not spiral into a breakdown.
Psychic damage.
Okay. What about yourself? Lilith, is there anything you would like to look through this for?
Is there anything that like you can throw at a person or shoot at a person or whatever that will like stick them to the ground? Like instant cement or something.
You're thinking of calm.
I am, yeah. Is there a dildo I can jack off and then they just get stuck to the ground for like
Yeah.
forever?
Tough
Tough talk
pocket
for
cum.
somebody within
Yeah.
cum shot distance.
Talking a
Pocket
lot of
cum.
shit for someone within cum shot distance. Chris brings up the best references in my mind. As you're looking through, there are a couple of things. There's like a bunch of different, what looks like needles tied with thread. And Vite explains that these are called whispering needles. And you've watched Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
Have you not? Okay.
No. Chris will.
Yeah, she's.
No. I don't
It's
know.
a-
I saw the one with the purple guy who was like, I'm gonna clear the world. And
You really yassified Thanos there.
then
didn't
like
you?
went
That was
and lived on a
crazy.
farm. And I was like, bestie, same.
Yeah, Chris, you know Yondu's
Yeah,
arrow?
it's the best fucking thing in the world. Like maybe the best thing in the entire.
Okay, well,
It's
I don't know. There's a
fucking-
raccoon in it, right? I am Groot. That's Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, baby, that's right.
Apologies.
It's okay. Yeah, there's those, but if you don't know what that is, then there's no point in really.
No,
doing-
that's so fucking cool though. Alaska with one of those would be so cool.
There is, as you continue to look through, there's a couple of different things. There's your like normal bands, like rings. There's your normal swords, spears, that kind of thing. There is one thing that you pull out, and it kind of is, it's like like a little like wooden carved bird whistle.
Burbs. I like burbs.
Vite kind of goes, "Oh, be careful with that one. If you blow into it, it makes you fly."
Like for funsies.
Well, I mean, he kind of
I
he
guess.
takes a whistle out of your hand, and he just blows into the whistle, and you watch as he just lifts off of the ground. And then as he kind of like stops blowing the whistle, he begins to descend again.
Only when you're literally blowing into it, it gives you fly speed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So like, what if you like run out of air? Like.
Circular breathe, forehead.
Yeah.
No. Flute player.
There's a couple of like bows. There is something that may be of kind of what is the word, of interest to Lilith. There's a collection of little they originally look like pyramids, but they're like tiny, so they look like D4s essentially, but they're tiny, and they're made of this like really cold to the touch metal. And Vike goes, "Oh, those are astral caltrops. You say the magic word and they expand, and they stop creatures from moving whenever they trap them there. So as they're running through, it goes through the foot, and they go, oh no, my foot, I cannot move anymore," and then they are stuck there. And
Good gravy.
yeah,
Oh, those sound useful.
if I was to, try and say what it would be in terms of if you were playing a game. You can spread these magic caltrops over an area that is 5 feet wide on any side. Creature that enters the area must succeed on a DC 15 Dex saving throw, or stop moving this turn and take 1 piercing damage. When this happens, the caltrops explode in a burst of extra planar energy, dealing 6d6 force damage to the creature.
Whoa.
Jesus.
I'll take those.
And causing it to rise up vertically up to 20 feet as if by the levitate spell. It becomes suspended in this way for 1d4 rounds, and whenever the time ends, it falls to the ground.
How many are there?
There are 3 of these.
Okay, I'll take those.
Okay. So you get 3 astral caltrops. Essentially, yeah, what this does is... God damn it. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I have to make sure... OBS, things froze. Essentially what this will do is... Once you, like, throw these on the ground... If people get trapped in it, they explode, set them flying up into the air and, like, stuck levitating in place for, like, up to, like, 3 or 4 rounds. And then they just fall to the ground and take the falling damage as well.
Wait.
If they survive the the 6d6 force damage.
Yeah, exactly.
I sent I sent Alaska Guardians of the Galaxy things. If you watch like the first 45 seconds, it's in our Discord channel. You don't even have to watch it with audio.
Yeah.
It gives you like a really good summary of the coolest weapon in the whole damn thing, I think. Besides like the Infinity Stones.
Through all this, Kronk...
Blinding you.
Through all this, Kronk, there is one thing that catches your eye seemingly every time they go past it. It looks like a scroll of paper that has been folded up and flattened many, many times.
Mm-hmm.
And there are drawings all over it that you... Like, it almost looks like they look like something you would draw. It's like there's like little smiley faces on like really badly drawn pictures of hammers and stuff.
Oh, damn, these things are cool.
So, this is a scroll of comedic endings.
Okay.
This scroll has been flattened, folded, and scrawled on with childlike scribbles. In doing so, some of its original scripts and diagrams have been removed, covered, or replaced, and a large anvil has been proudly drawn at its center. You can do some investigating, and it determines that while the scroll's original spell is no longer usable, its magic has just been changed.
To anything in particular, or
You're gonna have to do an Arcana check to discern what the to discern.
all right.
Yeah.
Kronk will walk on over and go, this is interesting. It's got a bunch of smiley faces on it. I'll make an Arcana check. That'll be a solid 8.
It does not succeed.
Can
I
anyone
go and assist?
assist? Yeah.
You guys can go and assist. If you're now important thing, if you are assisting, all it does is allow you to give Kronk advantage. If you are making your own check, you can then make your own check. So it is slightly different. Do you know what I mean? If you, like,
yeah.
if you want to let Kronk do it, or if you're like, move out of the way, let me have a look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys,
No,
there's a bunch of smiley
gonna...
faces on this thing.
So well, I'll assist Geraldine in trying to figure it out then.
Okay, so Geraldine, then you can get advantage on checking this.
Okay. A 21.
Yeah.
21.
After you kind of look over it a bit, using an action to
Christopher.
read the scroll.
Yes.
Maybe only for a little bit, but it was Kronk specific, so.
You read it, and using an action to read the scroll summons a massive, massive size anvil, 20 to 60 feet in the air, centered above a point that you can see within 120 feet of you.
Yeah.
I know this exact item
The
now.
anvil is roughly a 10-foot cube, and it requires enough space in the air to accommodate it when it appears. If there isn't enough space, the effect fails, and the scroll and the action to read it are wasted. Once used, the scroll bursts into a small plume of colourful confetti. Once the anvil appears, it hovers briefly in the air before falling to the ground below. It weighs 500 pounds and has similarly scrawled designs on it to match the contents of the scroll. Each creature below the anvil in a 10-foot square centered on the point must make a DC 15 Dex saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 5d10 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone and restrained by the anvil. The anvil remains on the ground for 1 minute, at which point it vanishes with a comedic pop.
I pitched this to Mux in August, by the way, as a slightly differently, but like the idea of a comedic anvil. I was like,
How much does Kronk weigh?
Kronk is not 500 pounds.
Yeah, Kronk is 375, 385.
Okay.
Yeah, so not super far off, but still not like.
I think there's a pretty big difference between
No, it was
385 and 500.
Could Kronk be the anvil? Like, could you be 60 feet away at a certain point and drop off someone? Like,
we're just Kronk stomping all over the place.
It's possible.
It's a bob. Oh, I already have my 3 items.
Oh no, whatever are you gonna do? What were your 3 items?
I have the exploding cell phone of explosion. I have the reconnaissance nipple piercing, which I accidentally spelled renaissance, kind of.
Renaissance.
Renaissance. The white sauce nipple piercing, and I have the glove of wild magic.
Right.
Oh, right. You said that we're only allowed 3 things.
Yeah.
So is this is my 3rd one, right?
What are you holding, the glove or the?
I pick up the scroll. I say, "This is my 3rd one, right?"
No, that would be your 4th.
No, it's my 3rd one. What are you talking about?
We got the nipple piercing, then you got the exploding phone, and then your glove.
What exploding phone? What are you talking about?
Oh, you know what? You're right. I don't know where it is though. Let me give it a ring. And Vite pulls out his pixie and begins to type in a number.
Vite, it's in my butt. Vite, don't do it. It's in my butt. I put it in my butt.
I don't know the number to that phone. And puts it away, back in his pocket.
That probably would have gotten all of us too. That probably would have been a bad one.
What a way to go out.
Butt phone.
Butt phone.
What a way to blow out.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta replace that battery. Oh, man.
So yeah, you guys have, if that you would like that to be your other object, there is one other thing in here. Oh God, sorry. There is one other thing in here that catches Lilith's eye, and it is another. Looks like a gun at first.
If it looks like a gun, tastes like a gun.
Tastes
Done.
like a gun.
Tastes like whoa.
Mommy?
You kind of walk over to it. It looks like this white metal device. It has an orb at its base with two pendants of like a sunburst on either side. As you like look between these two pendants, you see there's this twirling orb of sunlight. And as you look further down, you see that it is a channeling glass barrel that fires from this orb of sunlight through a prismatic lens. Now, Alaska, I understand that you, as a new player to the game, don't know what this means. I think Chris, Kat, and Cass probably know what this is, or at least what it will do.
A new hand touches the beacon.
I will
A new hand
touch.
touches the beak.
No. But you know, whenever you are playing D&D and you hear the word prismatic or color, there tends to be two spells that you kind of think of. And this appears to be some sort of weapon for channeling those. And as you kind of go over to it and start looking at it, Vite just goes, I know you've kind of chosen what you would like. If I were you, I think that might be of more use to you than the Deck of Illusions. That's, that lets you use the, have you ever heard of the spell Color Spray?
No.
Essentially, it focuses all of the light that the little tiny sun there generates, and it blasts it through this middle glass piece, and it just does a bunch of different damage to one person. So, color spray 5e.
Hardly know her spray.
Damn, get to
That's
know
actually-
her.
I'm trying to with that kind of outcome. Ooh-wee.
Outcome.
Hey, outcome, income, baby, wherever you like it.
Damn.
Christ. Oh! 101.
21. When you do
Can you do something for
So
me?
it-
21.
what?
101.
Once per week.
Per week?
I used color spray. I meant prismatic spray. Once per week, you can use this weapon and the sunlight that it generates to cast a single target prismatic spray. Prismatic spray, you roll a d8 to determine which color ray which color appears. On a 1 it's red and the target takes 10d6 fire damage. On a 2 it's orange and they take 10d6 acid damage. And so on and so forth throughout the different types of damage. And if you roll an 8, the target actually gets struck by 2 sprays. So this is essentially a once a week 7th level spell that you can use.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Wow.
So I will put that into your inventory. I'm going to get rid of the Deck of Illusions.
Where did the Deck of Illusions go?
Yes.
Roll.
Give it to Kronk. Kronk fucking wants it.
Kronk, go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you notice where they put it. Then after that, if you would like, you can roll a sleight of hand check to see if you can steal it.
It's a natural one.
I was gonna say, wait, what if I just like persuaded Vite to give me 4 items?
You're gonna seduce a paladin?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Oh no.
That's a 22.
The feminine wiles. Vite did not stand a chance.
I think it should be a 23, but the stats got fucked.
Oh, that's true.
Just in case that matters.
Vite kind of looks you up and down and goes,
In a sexy way?
no, in a
No, oh, okay.
in a slightly uncomfortable way, and goes, I'm making oath. I really shouldn't be, breaking that.
City boys! City boys! That was in character.
And he kind of like turns away, and then he goes, I would like to think a friend wouldn't steal from me, but I would have faith that they would do it for a good reason. And he walks over towards Kyler and starts like helping Kyler with stuff, leaving Lilith there with like the objects in front of her and the choice.
Well, Lilith has no morals. We all know that, so she steals it. Fuck it. I'm taking all 4.
Okay. Yeah.
Kronk, head apparently in a bucket right now, does not see it.
Nope.
This is a helmet.
Is this a magical helmet?
Still thinks he's in the-
Divinity 2
Wait,
original
he's-
sin reference, cunt.
He still thinks that he's in the thing that Geraldine has. But he's just put a bucket on his
Geraldine.
head.
Why did you
Oh,
put it back?
Geraldine, you got me stuck again. I thought it was once a day. Whoa.
Oh no, I totally didn't realise that this is a thing for me. I hope this doesn't awaken something in me.
Yeah, literally, Kronk's like, I put this bucket on my head just to feel something.
I am incredibly depressed.
If that's everything, and Vite's like over with Kyler,
Yes.
Kyle's gonna ask Vite like, so if that's everything, how are we getting there? What do we do now?
Oh, they didn't tell you. Oh,
No.
well, we've got Zimmy in the next room ready to teleport you there.
Zimmy
Yeah, Zimmy.
sounds like a noble heart.
He's a bit of a prick.
Oh,
Zim ziminy, zim ziminy, zim zimzaroo.
Oh, he doesn't like that.
Oh, whoops.
I
Mary
didn't.
Poppins is canon.
Lilith is gonna. I didn't like it either.
Oh. Oh, all right.
I was gonna give you these, Kronk. I was gonna give you these.
I still might.
Man, Lilith was about to give it to me. Drat. After all this time.
Yeah. If everybody has everything they need, then I can take you to Zimmy now. As far as I know, he's been ready, just waiting since earlier today.
What
Oh,
time
does
of
that mean
day
he's
is
going to
it?
be cranky?
He's probably fallen asleep while waiting, so no.
We
Well,
could try
no,
sneaking up on him.
No more cranky than usual.
Oh, I see.
What time of day is it?
Mid to late afternoon, so like 2, 3. Mid. 2, 3 p.m.
This day.
Yeah,
is
this day
mid.
kind of mid.
Had I
Kyla's-
told my sister when I would see her, like days?
You just said, from what I remember, you just said, I'm gonna be like back in the city soon. You didn't say when.
Okay. So we're not like on a schedule or
No.
anything. Okay.
I was gonna say Kyler's gonna, the knowledge of the teleport, I'm gonna just let Shenjo know, like, gonna be going dark, buddy. Going spy mode. I'm ready to take on a new world, a new life. I've been reinventing myself. But I can summon you eventually when I find out like the canal situation. You know. Well, I might need your help later, but we'll let you know.
Not a problem, dude. You just let me know when you need me, and I will come swimming if I can hear you.
You got it, Shagger. That's not something Kyler would say. You got it, bro. You got it, my dude.
No problem,
You got it,
Shagger.
cunt.
Kyler? Dude, what happened?
Oh fuck!
Code switching in D&D.
Kyler's new personality is Scottish. But I
Big
guess
Scotland reference, cunt.
I feel like I was possessed by somebody from Glasgow.
Glasgow. People make Glasgow. Ooh ah up the raw. It means like Commander Rangers. Yeah, sick one, bro. I'll see you later. See you later, bro. And then shall we go and see Viminos?
His name is Zimhart Therabin.
Zimhart Theremin. Where did I get the V from?
I've got no idea. Therabin.
Therabin.
Zimhart Therabin.
Zimhart Therabin.
Yeah, indeed.
Got it. Never forget a name.
If you're all ready, then we can get you going now. He's from what I know, he set up a teleportation circle to send you lot straight to New Lynette, just outside the city boundaries. And by that, then you can walk into the city and do what the setup you need to do.
I have a question, Mr. The Fight. Do we have a way back?
Whenever you are ready to return, simply find a way to message one of us. There's bound to be some way. You've got your phones, and we will send the proper requirements for you to get back.
All right, sick.
Before you go, which one of you here has the best handwriting?
It's not
Geraldine.
me.
Probably
I don't-
GB.
I don't use pens.
Nope, just squid ink.
It might be Drazian.
He
It's
pulls
like
out it might be Drazian.
It's
But
probably Drazen.
he pulled
Drazian
Yeah,
or Joe?
GB or J's. Yeah.
he pulls out-
Brazian practices his penmanship, actually.
He practices his signature every day.
he pulls out this like
Dear
bar
father.
of chalk, and he goes, "This is something that will maybe help you in a situation. It's something I like to use whenever I need to distract someone. It's called shrieking chalk. Be very careful, because whatever you write, the chalk will start screaming that word."
Can I see it?
Geraldine is going to reach out her hand
No,
and
no, no,
say,
no, no. Hang on.
"Thank you."
Can I real quick?
It's in Geraldine's hand. so-
Fuck,
Real
I'm
quick.
going to come.
Real quick. Could I see it? Please, just real quick.
Geraldine has it in her
Real
hand.
quick. Jody, my friend, GB.
Geraldine is going to look up at Kronk suspiciously,
GB. I'm
smirk,
not.
and hand it over. Kronk.
Kronk leans down onto the floor and immediately just writes "come" and hands it back.
So
There's
Geraldine,
there-
how long does it take effect after it's back in Geraldine's hand?
You watch Vite just kind of like covers his ears slowly and goes, "You've got about 10 seconds. 10.
Kronk is
Nine.
leaning down, looking at it very excitedly.
Kyler's got the
Geraldine,
ears plugged.
yeah, Geraldine's covering.
Yeah,
her.
so does Lilith.
After it just like 10, 9, 8. Kronk is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. come, 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 just repeatedly, like at ear, like even you guys who have like your ears covered, it is so loud.
Oh
can I
my god.
Can I rub it out with my shoe?
Yeah, like can we like if does something happen
Rub
if
the
we like
cum
kick
out?
the chalk?
Yeah,
With your
you
shoe?
Yeah.
start. You start.
rub the C out and it goes,
Yeah, it does. It does. You just rub the C out and it starts to go, and you
Rub
rub
out
the
you.
out.
Rub out.
Until you rub the M out and then it stops.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Wow, that's funny. Oh man.
I need a minute. I like legit.
Geraldine is going to
Cass needs a minute.
do some
Wait, did Cass just shit himself? What happened? Like, sorry, I need to get pronouns right when I'm talking about poop and pee.
Poop and pee.
There's a very common phrase in my server now where people don't say
Huh?
fuck anymore.
Oh.
Where it's literally just I need a word stronger than fuck, and they just start screaming piss. And I think we have you to blame for that, Chris.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, it's a good one, honestly. Let's go ahead and toss, a couple of piss emotes in here. There you go.
Let's go ahead and toss some piss my way. I mean,
Baby, won't you piss my way?
Maybe won't you piss my
And to
way?
come my way? Jeez. This is taking a step up.
Oh god.
Let's go
It's my favorite when it's like her mic's or their mic stops picking up. It's just laughing so hard. Oh my god.
Maybe won't you piss my way?
I'm sorry.
can't.
I needed a minute. I needed to piss. I was
Damn.
They literally actually almost pissed themselves.
No, I was laughing and I was like, oh,
Don't lie. Don't lie.
I was laughing with a full bladder. I was like, oh, I gotta go.
you just, God, you missed a lot. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Baby, won't you piss my way?
Baby, won't you piss my way?
Hey.
Oh my god, dude.
Anyway,
Grip it and rip it, baby.
Oh my god.
Baby.
I love that my mic probably does not pick up my Trixie Mattel level screeches.
It
No,
doesn't.
you were losing it in complete silence.
Perfect. That's even better because it's loud. I'm really
23
sorry.
people watching us talk about the cum shot. And then baby
No
won't you
matter
piss my
where
way.
we are.
I was
There are
like, is this
about
gonna be a
20
plot-heavy
people.
episode? I was like, is this gonna be a plot episode? Do you reckon there's gonna be some serious role? You're
If
like,
the
we're gonna do
plot
some
is
cop-
cum.
No, the plot is
Yeah.
The
Nah,
plot is piss.
Cum.
Geraldine trying to
can
take
be-
that cum shock, baby.
A man
Hey,
that can be lost without
Geraldine
the
handed it
sauce
over, alright?
can be
Good
lost
cum
without
chalk.
the sauce.
A man
We are lost in the sauce.
We are.
Men can be
With
lost
all
in the
that.
sauce.
Vi just kind of like takes his hands off his ears and goes, "Are you not ready to see Zimhart now then?
Zimart, let's go.
Do you want to draw some more profanities with the chalk?"
I mean, I kind of want to draw more profanities, but I feel we should go.
For Cat's knowledge, what is the range on hearing what the chalk is yelling?
It is like, it's not a magical thing. It literally just starts to scream the word "come." So if you're within like distance of hearing somebody scream,
No
the word
matter what,
"come,"
you're right.
no
Like
matter
if you're
what
in
you-
yelling distance, you can hear it. It's not like
Yeah.
a magical effect
No, it's
heard.
not.
Okay.
It's not like past 60 feet it just cuts off. It's like actual like audible noise. So yes, with that, Vite kind of helps you guys gather up your stuff, tidies away the evidence and stuff, and he goes, Now if you'd all come with me, we're gonna go to the teleportation room, and like I said, Zimhart can be a bit of a prick, so just please try not to make it worse. And he brings the evidence trolley out with him as he's walking you guys along the corridors once more. After a moment or two of walking, you guys get to this large gymnasium-esque room, and sitting on a chair beside this large, drawn-out runic circle, sitting on a chair, like, nodding asleep, is this very old, very wizened gnome. Like, his chin is pointed out, but his nose is flattened. His ears somehow, like, go out and then droop down, even though that shouldn't be possible. His hair is scraggly tufts of white that goes into an old man mullet at the back, and he's wearing these dark grey robes, and he's just on the chair. Vite stops and he goes, I hope you would be awake.
Do you want me to wake him up?
He looks over at you. Be my guest.
Did he not wake up to the chalk?
It's not the same room. This is like a different.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Do you not wake up to the sound of cum?
I don't want to do this. Kyler's just gonna yell in deep speech.
What are you
like
yelling?
probably like a movie quote. Like I don't know if he understands deep speech, but I think generally hearing the voice from the depths is probably enough for you to go fuck. It's probably like, you come to me on the day my daughter is to be married and ask me to do murder, but it sounds more like you know.
Oh, that ASMR. Oh, that is terrible. Oh.
I think it cut out.
Yeah. We won.
That's what good pussy sounds like.
Yeah, but like you know, like,
and that's what we would do to Cat.
But it is just like innocuous shit, just loud noise that sounds spooky.
He does awaken with this kind of start, and as he does so, his hands fly out, and you watch as he fires off these two magic missile spells that just go wide and fling off and start bouncing off the walls. Vite just grabs everybody's head and like drags you all down, like prone onto the floor. And the spells eventually fizzle out as they bounce around the room, and you hear, like, from the location where Zimhart is, "Ah, you fools! Why would you wake me up like that? Huh? Do you not know I'm one of the most powerful wizards to ever live? And you awaken me with what? References to a movie that I was born before?"
Kronk, just for a second, thinks, sends a little message to the Wizard of Stupendor and goes, "Hey, Mr. Stupendor Wizard, is this one of the most powerful wizards to ever exist?"
There's no response.
Rip, left on red.
That's alright.
One of the most powerful wizards to ever live.
Yes?
Is that true?
Have you met anyone more powerful?
Yes.
How do you know? Have you seen me fight them?
Kyler is like,
that's interesting. Do you?
Until proven otherwise, I am one of the most powerful wizards to ever have lived.
We should set up a date sometimes. I'm curious about this.
I am uninterested in knowing how my abilities fare against others because I have confidence. So I need not a contest of battle and or wits. No, I know I am stronger than most. That's all I need.
I too like to lie to myself.
I can tell
Don't worry, you
you
lie
do.
to others too.
Otherwise, you
Oh
wouldn't.
no!
Oh dear, your friend's face has melted off.
No. Sorry, we were. Oh
Kronk
dear.
has exhausted himself. He's just fallen to the floor asleep.
Zemhart,
my
okay.
spell slots.
Zemhart looks at you and just goes, I can tell you enjoy lying to yourself. Why else would you wear such eye-catching clothing?
Damn, all women today know is eat hot chip, twerk, be bisexual, and lie. So Archmage Zimmy.
I'm no archmage.
Okay, Mage Zimmy.
All right, slut shaming Zimmy then.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't care if you're a slut. I would like you to know that you don't need to lie to yourself. I'm not saying very specifically with you, those clothes are the lie. Well, those clothes and that thing you keep on your hip.
Anyway, Kyler, what were you about to say? Just diverting from everything that has just been said.
We're gonna go be spies in New Lynette. Can you just get us there? Because I don't think you have much I want to listen to.
No, I can't get you there. Why else would I have spent all morning carefully crafting one of the most precise teleportation circles to ever been invented? Huh? Huh? Why would I do that? Why?
How precise is this teleportation? Like, again,
I can teleport you inside of the fart of a fly if I wanted to. That's how precise it is.
Well, we don't want to. We would just like to get to the location we'd like to go.
Speak for yourself.
I am speaking for myself.
I know wizards are weird, but you.
I don't like the term wizard.
What do you prefer to
You
be
just
called?
said you're one of the most powerful
What do you
wizards.
prefer to be called?
What do you want from me, dude?
I am one of the
What
most
title?
powerful. I am one of the most powerful wizards, but that doesn't mean I like to be called a wizard. I must acknowledge what I am.
Preferred? What is your preferred title?
My preferred title is well, they won't let me use it in here because apparently it's not an official government title, but I prefer Grand Spellmaster.
Okay, Grand Spellmaster. Can you take us to New Lynette, please?
Only if you ask nicely.
Please, Grand Spellmaster, who knoweth all, and knoweth he can dunk on scrubs. Can you please send us to New Lynette?
Okay, I will do that because you asked so nicely and you said so many nice things. Vite is just looking at you at this point and just like, I told you he was a prick. Well, while you are standing there, if you want to travel to New Lynette, you have to get into the teleportation circle.
Geraldine will walk over to the teleportation
As you like
circle.
go to put your foot into the teleportation circle, he hits you with like the staff that he's holding. He goes, "Hey, don't step on the runes around them."
I didn't. I was stepping around them, I promise.
Yeah. And he looks at he watches all of you as you like try and like step between these intricately carved and very tightly packed runes that he has drawn.
You better be careful who you hit with that stick, friend, or the runes aren't going to be the only thing get stepped on.
Talk to me like that again, I'll mollywop you upside the head, youngster. Think I'm afraid of you because you're 7'11", huh?
Two separate
God.
men.
God the fuck damn. Come on, it's not worth it. Let's go.
As you guys all step into the teleportation circle, you see he begins to like chant and rhythmically go through the somatic vocal material components of the spell. For about 30 seconds of him casting, you watch as your vision begins to turn this hazy blue that is a teleportation spell. And just before you're teleported, Kyler, you hear, "What a bunch of little bastards." Your vision goes entirely blue. Maybe 5 seconds later, all of you feel the wind rushing up from beneath you as you realize that you're falling from maybe about 30 feet in the air before getting splashed with cold water as you land in a small pond outside.
Great. Now I'm wet.
I don't see the problem.
Well, probably not for you, fish boy.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness! Oh, come on, Lilith.
Whoa,
Hey, that's all right.
Whoa.
Let's be careful with
Come on.
those words. All right.
I'm mad because
Hey.
I'm wet.
I expected better of you.
Let's ooh, that wasn't nice.
I'm sorry, Carler. I'm just cranky because I'm wet.
Okay, let's get you up. And Kyle's gonna bounce up from the water and just go on.
As you bounce up from the water, you realize that what you once thought was a small lake is in fact just a like decently sized fountain, and you're in the middle of New Lynette. Zimhart seems to have been true to his word in that he can accurately teleport you wherever, and because he was annoyed, he decided to teleport you guys right above the fountain.
Now,
Fantastic. Now we're just recreating Friends.
this is just why I
My
feel
favourite
like
show,
this.
Buddies.
Buddies.
I feel like this is a bad start because
I mean-
we wouldn't have arrived this way, right?
So,
I am ambivalent to the water. I'll be honest. But let's get you all up, and then let's look for a place to sit. We should go by code names now, I think, because I'm not gonna. I mean, are they gonna know who I am? I mean, Geraldine, are your family gonna know who I am?
Probably.
Pest.
They would know your dad and don't look too different from him.
What is with the casual racism since we ended up here? Can we chill for
It's
just
not.
a moment?
I'm just saying there's a resemblance, and if they know his dad, they'll probably put two and two together.
I take it as a compliment, Kronk. I wouldn't worry about it.
All right.
He's a. I mean, well, you know, the Crestwave boys. We clean up nice.
To say you met them both, they look alike. They look familial. There's a resemblance.
It's okay. It's okay.
Are there people around us?
there are people who are like actively watching you guys have this argument in the fountain.
Are there coins in the fountain?
There are coins in the fountain.
Kylo's gonna scoop up some change as he gets, like,
just
you know,
copper
like as
pieces
he's
in the fountain.
just why not? Just and it's gonna give them out to like people, like the actual homeless people.
As you guys get out of the fountain and kind of try to like wring out what like soaking water you can out of your clothes, you look around and New Lynette is a big city, but it's not like a metropolis. It is not high-rise buildings and tightly packed spaces. New Lynette is wider streets, large plains of like flat open plazas that are surrounded by these kind of working technology complexes. there's a slight like incline on one side of the city as it goes up towards this large it almost looks like a mixture of medieval architecture mixed with modern architecture. So it's slightly regal and castle-like, but it's got the sharp edges of like modern like brutalism in a way. Um, it's a very strange combination. Some of the buildings down here where you guys are kind of look a bit like Silicon Valley buildings, you know, lots of glass, very bright color schemes. Everything is, you know, very lively. For most of you, this is your first time here. Geraldine, this is home. This is like not like home, but this is like where you would have spent a lot of your time growing up, a place that you would know pretty well because it's like where most of your family's business is. And you do actually know where you are. You're currently like in downtown South Newlinette. Pretty nice area, lots of businesses, lots of people who work, and it's maybe about 4 or a 5 mile walk away from your sister's business. Between
Are
here,
we in?
oh, go ahead.
Oh, go on. I was gonna say, are we within business hours still?
Yes, you are. It's
Okay.
about 3 p.m. now.
Okay.
What's the I don't like species makeup of Newlinette roughly, like as we see it,
It
as we land.
is like almost a cosmopolitan city. It is, as you
Okay.
look around, it's a mix of everything. There does seem to be a slightly higher concentration of humans. You're not sure if that is a geographical thing. You're not sure what exactly that is. There's a slightly higher concentration of humans, but there's Loxodons, there's Leonins, there's Grungs, elves, orcs, dwarves. There's 1 or 2 Goliaths walking around. There's a bunch of different races, creeds, cultures that seem to be very much just kind of going about their day, doing whatever they need to do. It feels, in a way, very like LA-ish. Like there's a lot of people who are, you know, sitting at these cafes and kind of outside having business meetings, talking and enjoying all these different kind of little parts of modern culture. But there's like no air pollution or anything because magic. You know, you do see overhead there's a lot of like sky ships that are traveling. They seem to be a lot of like cargo sky ships. Probably 1 or 2 coming from your sister's import-export business. And you gather that where you are currently is probably some sort of business sector. Geraldine, you know it is like a kind of, you know, for like the next 500 or 600 yards all around here is just like company buildings. And then you would go out into the more kind of livable, the actual city part of Newlinette. So yeah, it's got that kind of
I was
vibe to it.
gonna say, could I use create or destroy water to just get rid of all the water on us?
Yeah, you can.
Just literally like while people are bringing stuff out, just kind of go, and then bone dry. So
Yeah, the water.
which I can only imagine is a really weird feeling, but like
yeah, you go from like soaking to like, and you also feel slightly dehydrated.
Actually sucked all of the water out of our bodies, so we are just crumbly dust and
destroy
bones.
water inside your blood. So,
I mean,
Hold on a minute.
create water inside the valves of your heart.
Jesus Christ.
it's got to be. I think it's got to be somewhere you can see.
It's 10 gallons in
Well,
an
I
open
could shoot
container,
them,
yeah.
and then I
An
could
open
see
container.
in
Are your
their
lungs an open
insides.
container?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, 10 gallons in an open container.
If your mouth is open, yeah.
your mouth and then
Don't, because I
Ooh.
will. Like,
Yeah.
don't, because I will. And then just kind of turns to Geraldine and go, "What's the plan, Capitan?"
Well, we should. It depends. Do you want to get food first? Like, do you guys want to go rest, or do you just want to go meet Jax? How?
I kind of want to, you met my family and you really like them, so I kind of want to meet your family, and it's a mission. I kind of want to get in on the mission, because like being expelled from school is not great. I'll be honest. I haven't had a text yet, but that's probably coming.
Geraldine,
so I think,
partway through this conversation, you feel a dull thud hit your head. And you look as there's now a coin pouch beside your feet with a small note attached. Forgot to give you this. Love, Vite.
I'm gonna pick up the coin pouch.
There is a significant bump at the back of your head as coins just went thump.
Yeah. What is in the pouch?
There are 100 platinum pieces, which equates to 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Which they say the backside of the note, it kind of explains to cover accommodation and such. If you guys don't want to go there straight away, if you want to go book out a hotel and find a place to crash before you go and talk to your sister or do whatever.
I was gonna say, what is the Aquan presence in Newlanet?
For Tritons, you don't seem to see many around. You see one or two Naga.
Yeah, I've seen Grung as well.
And Grung. You assume that other creatures, there may be more of an Aquan presence towards some of the rivers and the coastline of Newlanet.
Cool.
So,
were you gonna say something, Kat? Sorry.
No. I guess I'm gonna say, well, we should probably go find where we're staying, and then drop off our stuff. I assume we brought stuff.
Yeah, we have our backpacks, right?
Yeah, and
if we go by the water, I might be able to get us a deal. With a background feature. But if we go near the water, I could try and get us a flat deal.
Is in the stuff that Vite dropped off, is it already accommodation set up, or is it just money for accommodation?
Money for.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's on the way to seeing Jax. So can I pull out my pixie and send Jax a text saying I'm in town, is now okay to come by?
There's maybe about a 20 or 30 second wait after you send the text, and then you receive a response that just says, "That was quick. Now's perfect. I have something for you to do."
Alright. GB will reply saying, great, I'll see you in a half hour.
Once again, the little kind of bubble reaction of just the thumbs up.
Great. I will tell the group that we'll go see Jax if you want to try to figure out a place. I said we'll see her in about a half hour, if that's alright with you.
Then we'll go see her, and then we'll go to the waterfront. I'm sure there's a temple or something, and then they'll know where the point is.
Jax's import-export business is actually on the waterfront.
Oh, hella. In that case, let's head down that way. Is there taxis here, or
Yeah, there's taxis, there's public transport, there's buses. There's these kind of like wild roving groups of segways. That people just kind of like arrive in like groups and drop off like a bunch of segways at like the charging stations.
It's a lemon scooter.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the lemon scooter. Literally meant to say
Or
limes.
is it Bird or whatever in LA?
Yeah, so you have bird scooters or lime scooters.
Yeah, we have limes.
So it's a lemon scooter and a fish
a
scooter.
fish.
lemon scooter and an avian scooter.
An avian scooter.
How
Well, we
how
did-
A
far
scooter
away
that
is
isn't
it? Like
real.
of a walk?
It's about a 4-mile walk.
that's longer than half an hour then,
Yeah.
unless you fucking book it. I guess.
Is there
Kronk,
public transit, like underground public transit? I can
Yeah, there is.
take the Mandema. Okay. I'm going to pull out my what do we call the subway here?
Quiznos.
The Quiznos. Yes.
Jimmy John's.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
If you could,
Same fucking thing.
if you could see my fucking face right now.
I fucking hate you. I'm the funny one. No.
Same page. Same page.
I don't get it.
Quiznos is an American sandwich shop brand.
It's another
and so is
shitty
Subway.
sandwich
It's
shop.
like a fucking subway.
Yeah.
Yo, Subway's not shitty, my guy. I like Subway.
No, to be fair, Subway over here isn't bad.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You make
we-
your own sandwich,
we-
dude.
we
How
have-
can it be bad?
Yeah,
We
the
have
You're
margarita
the
is
chef.
mad. You make
You're the
your-
chef, my guy.
We have food quality standards.
Yeah, we have like actual food quality standards and stuff.
We have we have E. coli.
One time I
I
walked
don't
into
know.
a
I worked at Jimmy
Subway.
John's. So.
One time I walked into a Subway on my way to a winter percussion group I was doing, and I just went to pick up, some food, and I was looking at the roast beef, and I was like, "Hey, why is it purple?" And they were like, "Oh, yeah, our bad," and they just kind of removed that slice, and I was like, "I don't think I'm getting roast beef here."
Ever.
Bro.
Yeah, is it like buses or Subway?
Yes.
Yeah, so
It's like a subway.
the Subway here is called the Wind.
The wind.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take out my wind pass. I assume I have a wind card.
Yeah.
And say, we're gonna go take the train. And
Oh, I only have an Oyster card.
and we're gonna. Geraldine's just gonna set off. Like she's gonna go and expect that everyone's following her.
What a New Yorker.
No, so for
Wrong.
anybody who doesn't know, the name of the card that you use to get onto the actual London Tube is an Oyster card.
Really?
Oh my god.
Oh, I mean, ours
That
is
was a
called
good
Metro
one.
card.
Why? The fuck's an oyster got to do with it?
I don't know,
I
you
think it
can't
was
hear
the
that, eh?
company that sponsored it at the time.
Oh, I
We
could
love
go
a
get.
Metro
I
card.
could go get my Ventra card.
I
Also,
still have the
Fluff, if you
Vento
ever
one.
need to know,
She's
use
a
your
Chicago
Metro
girl.
card to take off acrylic nails. It's the best thing you'll ever do. If you ever need to know,
I don't
that,
know.
now you know.
Drugs was pretty good. I can't lie.
Nope. Even nail
Um,
salons here will use Metro cards. Pretty
On
great.
on the way to, following a suddenly walking 2.5 times faster Geraldine. Because I've followed my girlfriend through a city they're familiar with before, and Jesus Christ. But
That bad.
Kronk goes, do we have any backstories on why we left? Or are we just kind of freeballing it?
We're gonna fit
Alright.
Okay.
I'm sure I could
sounds-
play. I just have to channel my my Finley. I just got to be like, my family wants what's
Family
best
is
for
so
me.
cool. I hate them.
Yeah,
Like,
you know,
like we probably shouldn't lie about who we are because there's records of us being expelled, right?
yeah, but I have to now become the ocean's bad boy.
You're already the ocean's bad boy. I believe in you.
Stop it, bro! Stop it!
Eh.
Kronk, this is so fucking weird when I can't see your face, man.
Hey, Kronk, what happened to your face? The accident was 5 years ago, Kyler.
You have to let go. Yeah, you guys go, you hop on the wind, and the wind does travel underground sometimes, but it mostly is like an above ground kind of like hyperloop train almost. So as you go and you get on to the wind, while you're kind of wondering, oh, like what makes it the wind, you watch as you know this already, Geraldine. The ground beneath the wind car begins to like go like space kind of gets pushed between, and you watch as air elementals begin to like roll over each other and create this kind of moving rolling platform that the car is carried on and travel it at these incredibly fast speeds throughout the track.
Kyler is like treating it like a roller coaster.
Yeah. About you're like that. There's other people like in the same like carriage, and Kyler's just like,
and they're just like, we've all been on a subway.
Look at
car with
windows
people
like this.
that.
oh god, I just had the worst idea of what Kronk is going to do with the chalk. Never mind.
No.
No.
Oh, okay. With the...
No.
Well, Geraldine
Kronk-
has the chalk again.
Kronk's been on public transport before, and he's aware of how to act. Like, because he's been around to a bunch of different cities, so he knows not to be a dick on a subway.
Oh no,
Public
Flying
transport
train.
that flies though,
I was
like that's not cool. Like
I was
I'm
gonna
the
say-
weird one here.
Kronk is going to write "come" on the back of someone's armor, like really tiny in a place they can't reach, so that it just goes off and it just what? Who's saying that? It just starts you know the Cyclops. Who's there? Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah. You travel the 4 or 5 miles in the space of maybe about 5 minutes, which takes you to the closest stop to where your sister's work would be. All in all, the travel time takes about 25 minutes. And almost exactly like you would expect from Jax. As you walk up to her building, going through the docklands and the harbour, she is standing outside in this deep purple pantsuit, like a power suit, opened a couple of buttons down. Her legs seem to go on for days. She is, when you think of like a woman in business, this is what you picture.
Oh, hold on.
The
I have a
lady's
picture.
not
I have a picture of
returning.
Jax. Hold on. I can
Oh,
put
you
it
have
in
a
chat.
picture of Jax? Okay.
I do have a picture of Jax. Hold on.
The Thatcher power suit. The lady is not returning.
There you go. That's Jax.
I cast the spell card polymerization.
Oh
on
no
the Thatcher
fucking way!
brides.
Oh, ooh, woo.
That's
Oh,
Jax.
right.
I look at Lilith immediately. And go, can I have dibs?
Where is it? Is
You wanna-
this in?
And D&D,
Okay.
like normal group.
Are you interested? Because I'm interested.
Lilith is just gonna look over at Kronk and look at Drazian and give Kronk a look. Like,
Well, I don't. We could double team if you want. It doesn't count then, right?
no, Kronk, I think it still counts. You can have the game.
I mean, I will let you know I did write Jax to be a lesbian. I'll be real
Never
with you,
mind, bitch! Yeah,
but
you can
she's
try,
also-
Kronk. Lilith
no,
is taking one look at that power suit and going, you can try, Kronk.
Does Kronk detect what Kronk doesn't have to
Lesbian
check pronouns.
Sexuality.
I know
Detect
I'm
lesbianism.
pretty good
Detect
at
pronoun.
My
I don't
gaydar.
have to check
Sexuality.
sexuality. I only have to check pronoun.
Chris the person's gaydar is pretty good.
No,
Kronk?
I legitimately
I don't
wrote
think Kronk
Jax
knows.
to be a she/they lesbian.
Mm,
Well, you
Yep.
see, as you approach, you see Jax in this getup. As you approach, her hair is kind of like slightly more styled and slicked back, like over her ears, and like this very, high fashion, high business look. And she's on her phone. She's on her Pixie. She looks up and she sees you and she goes, "Well, dear sister, it's been what? 6 months since you said that you were going to go off and find whatever? What was it? Purpose? How'd that go?"
Not great. Not great. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. In fact, it's great to see you. Because I have something for you to do.
I thought you.
Come, walk with me and bring your menagerie of animals.
Friend.
She turns and she walks. And she's like,
Okay.
she is just going.
Yep.
She knows.
GB's gonna turn around, look at everyone, and go, "Just this is how she is. Just bear with it," and she'll catch up with Jax.
Now, sister, you know that my business deals in much more than just import and export. We are a finder of items, a purveyor of fine antiquities. We collect things and we know where to collect things. And this is where you come in handy for me today. At this point, you guys are like walking through the beginnings of her warehouse, which is maybe like 50 or 60 feet high ceilings, stacked shelves, and people constantly moving things in and out. It almost looks like a slightly less abusive Amazon warehouse.
Slightly.
Slightly.
It's a non-zero number.
It's a non-zero number, but
slightly.
it's a less than 10 number.
Maybe the real monster is the man that owns Twitch.
The friends we made along the way.
And as she kind of continues to walk, as you are well aware, sometimes we have very high-paying clients. We've seen our parents have them. We've seen other members of our family have them. Well, I just so happen to have two very high-paying clients in my office right now. Now, these two people came to me with a lot of money. These two people came to me with a single item in mind. They came to me separately, but turns out they're looking for the same thing. I told them this. They don't like each other. They know that they're looking for the same thing. I said, well, unfortunately, I can't choose, which of my clients, because that damages my reputation. But I'm more than happy to send them with a experienced and truly helpful guide on their mission. And they said, "Oh, who?" And just as I was about to send one of my very own workers, guess who I got a text from? My
And here I
dearest little sister, and here you are. So I turned to these two clients and I said, well, why, of course. One of the members of the Boulevard family. For such esteemed guests, we would have no one less. Of course, I can't do it. But my little sister is coming into town. So this is your job. Because she turns around and she stands over you. She is tall. She is...
Yep.
What, 5'10", 5'11"?
Yeah, about, yeah.
Then wearing like 6-inch heels.
Yep.
She is like
That tracks.
nearly 6.5 feet tall, and she looks down at you. Because I don't believe a single fucking thing you say about what's happened. Because there is no way that you would have done anything to ruin those chances. That you fought so hard, that you clawed tooth and nail to escape from our family's grasp from. How you still let Daddy pay for everything, I don't know where you find the absolute shamelessness. But maybe I'll find it here. Now, the rest of you, and she hears you talking, and she just talks over you.
No, it wasn't Kyler.
Okay.
It was me. I was gonna say, can I use detect good and evil on her?
Go ahead.
Baba boy. There we go.
Cat, what does he sense?
Evil.
I wonder what Sylph would have to say about.
That's the point. Sylph is in the area when I use detect good and evil.
Yeah.
Is there anything on
Nope.
Silver Whisper as well? Silver Whisper's okay.
Silver Whisper is okay.
What does it say about the rest of the mandem?
Yeah, I'm in the group, so
If your alignment is evil, it shows up as evil. If your alignment is good, it shows up as good. If your alignment is in the neutral, then it shows up as neutral.
Also, Celestial, Fiend, Undead,
Yeah.
and Hallow. And Unhallow, I guess, as well. Because Hallow and Unhallow are the same spell.
Yeah. As you, as Jax continues talking. Now, the rest of you, I don't know how or why little Geraldine has tricked you into following her, doing whatever it is that you're doing. But I really could not care as long as you think that you're going to be helpful to me. And if you're not, then enjoy New Lynette while you can see it with the eyes that you have. I'm going to take you into my office. You're going to meet these two clients. And she checks down at her watch. 2 hours. You are all going to go and collect the item for me. Is that understood? Anybody who doesn't agree, please leave now, because security is not going to be as friendly as I am. Thank you, Retro Archetype, for the raid.
I am kind of curious if Syl has any information on Jax.
Do you reach down and do you grab Silver Whisper?
Yes.
Silver Whisper lights Jax up bright blue.
Wag. Okay.
Does it light anybody else up?
There are a couple of people in the warehouse that it lights up.
But no one in the
Anybody
Mandem?
No one in the
Party?
Mandem.
Okay, Chris has just been wanting me to do that.
Oh, like you didn't want to do that. All right.
No, I know. Okay. Okay. Do Syl and I talk telepathically?
Yeah,
I guess I've never asked that. Okay. Can I just like key into Syl and be like, so what's the tea?
As you're looking at Jackson, you kind of put your hand
Yes.
on your
Yeah,
on the
definitely.
waist.
Syl
goes, there is nothing more that I would like than to rip the flesh from her body and watch it drain into the gutters. But I think we could make more use of this if we let her live for a little longer. There's nothing honorable nor noble about killing a businesswoman in her place of business. But should we prove her evil, we would be heroes. Do you not want to be a hero? And Jax looks at you as you're holding Silver Whisper.
Great.
And she smiles and she goes, protective. How cute. You think the moment you walked in I didn't have people trained on you? And she like looks up to the corners of the warehouse and you watch as there are like people with like crossbows and different like armaments pointed at you all. So, are you in or out?
I'm in.
That's the only one I care about. The rest can leave. If you want to. Turns around and keeps walking. She begins to shout orders over to different people in different parts of the warehouse, telling them what to do. This is not an unusual sight for you, Geraldine. You've seen your sister take charge in some of the smaller businesses. This is the first time.
Is there anyone I recognize who like looks okay, like happy to see me?
There are a couple of workers that you recognize that look a little bit shocked to see you. Like, you're back. Like, we heard about the tantrum that you threw. You're back. Not in like a judging way, but in a very shocked way. There's nobody you see that is like necessarily happy to see you. As you continue onwards, just outside the room of your sister's office, there is an individual waiting, an older gentleman, not Uriel Sabrathan. Chris doesn't have a camera on, but I knew that Chris was like,
hey, yo.
Unless?
Where is he?
As
I cast my spell Detect Uriel Sabrathan.
As you continue, there is
That's a very specific skill slot. Okay.
There is an older gentleman outside your sister's office. He's in this nice fitted grey suit. These kind of wingtip shoes, and balding but styled for what he has, hair. And he kind of looks up, and at first he looks at Jax, and he goes to talk to her, and then he sees you. And there's a couple of moments of like, who is this guy looking at me? What is this? And as this fellow talks, each of you hear a voice that is distantly familiar. The voice of a scientist that you had heard a while back. The voice of someone who had had some sort of medical mask on, so you couldn't really see their face. But you remember forcing them out of an underground lab just outside of Hell's Prairie. Well, Jax, I didn't expect to see them here. Jax looks at him and goes, there was a reason I called you in today. They're going out to do something and you're going to catch me up on everything that happened. And then whenever they get back, we're going to have a lovely big conversation. As a family. Wait outside. The rest of you, come in. And she ushers all of you into her office.
Can I try and scare him
Go ahead.
as he leaves? Like, as I brush past him?
So this is from the query, right? Geraldine was not visible there, right?
Geraldine was not visible, but they used your name.
We did. We name dropped you.
Right. I forgot
well, Lilith
about
specifically
that.
name dropped you.
I forgot about
but
that.
no, like,
okay.
So like, as a, so she's like, to this guy, like, we're gonna fill you in on the details. As they kind of leave, Kyler's been uncharacteristically quiet and is just gonna like widely smile and get uncomfortably close and just look with like the kind of murder in the eyes and just don't say anything, but just look like really, really intently. And just walk and just kind of brush past. Maybe a greeting in primordial or something, just weird. Like nothing like a curse or like a threat, but like fuck, like, you know, hello.
Yeah. Something that will catch you off guard.
A chuta.
Welcome to Thunderbluff.
And using the earring, can I enlist Kronk's assistance?
Yeah.
Can I be like, flank me, bro, flank me, bro, flank me.
Kronk, who has been standing essentially like a bodyguard, just right behind Geraldine, like standing up very straight, hands in front of him, kind of steps back a little bit to, I suppose, the back of the group where Kyler is, and does the same thing right behind Kyler.
Yeah, make him walk between us.
Go ahead and roll an intimidation with advantage.
Okay, I've threw a guidance on as well, so +2 on the highest.
Okay.
Fuck, 16.
He looks at you both, and he just moving slightly quicker. He makes his way further down the stairs. You're not quite sure what effect it had. You don't know if it will affect how he talks to Jax, but the intimidation was made.
I whisper after him in Goliath, which Kronk hardly ever does. He got better at not tripping. I don't think anybody else understands Goliath.
No, I don't think so.
If it's Goliath's based on primordial, so maybe like
Goliath.
Goliath. Is it not? Giant? I think wait, am I tripping? Goliath's giant. What else? What's primordial? Is Aquan and Deep Speech in it? I'm tripping. Yeah. I'm tripping. Don't even worry about it.
And then,
you know, like a Portuguese person hearing a Spanish phrase, like.
Yeah. You get the idea, but it does not sound right.
It's the romantic languages, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of ping Kyler back, like, everything good?
Kyler replies, like, I hate this. Can I just ask the workforce itself?
Do they have a union?
No.
You're right. This place could use a union. You want to get on my shoulders? We'll try it again.
What's their like makeup? Like, are they by the war and stuff? Are they like primarily Aquans? Like,
there's quite a lot of Aquan races here. There's a lot of like grungs jumping between the different like stalls and the different kind of large shelves, and they seem to be like putting shipping labels on different things.
Sorry.
You watch as there's one or two Tritons who seem to be dragging things into the water and then pushing them out further to sea and like taking them onto boats that are kind of docked up slightly further out. There's a Yuan T who is seemingly kind of like going around making sure that everything is kept neat and tidy and that there's nothing that is broken. It's a different mix of Aquans than what you're used to, but being on the Docklands, it is a mainly Aquan workforce in here.
Yeah, I think Kyler kind of says to Kronk, like, don't really like being here. You know, I don't like a situation where I can't just give it the old heroism.
The old heroin.
The old heroism. You know? But you and me, if we're gonna punch our way out of this one, we'll punch our way out of this one.
Yeah, but unfortunately we can't start with that. So I'm gonna go back.
No, we gotta
Geraldine's
try.
bodyguard.
We gotta try. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna hang in the back.
Yeah, you got it. Has Drazian been behaving?
Drazian's been
Okay.
relatively quiet.
I know that like usually Drazian has like a snappy comeback or like
Yeah.
like would speak out or something. I just need to know if we need to be like cautious of that.
No, Drazian's mainly being careful, knowing the Boulevard's connection with the Lightwalker's Fist is being like,
Oh, gotcha.
right.
Yeah.
I'm being safe here because
Mhm.
if I like let myself say something, I might say the wrong thing. Which is, you know, playing the smart play. Drazian has said nothing. As you kind of go into the first door of your sister's office, this is like where the receptionist would sit. It's currently empty. But she kind of stops and she goes, "Now I need from all of you is the promise that you will treat these clients with the utmost respect. They may be eccentric, but any gold is good gold. And there is nothing better than a pocket full of it." And she kind of looks.
You hear in your earpiece, Kyler, because Kronk forgot to kind of turn it off. I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a pocket full of...
You can just kind of hear
Come.
like just like everything she's saying.
Oh, my bad. He turns off the little mental connection.
You watch as Jax kind of gets in close and leans once more over Geraldine, but this time kind of like looking down over. And she goes, "For you see, we are not just the path to wealth. We are the boulevard, the storefronts, and everything that people see. We own it
Even
all."
Kronk has to like suppress a little gag noise at that one.
And as she kind of like looks you in the eye, Geraldine, she goes, "Yes, we are Boulevard. I'm not sure you are anymore." And she stands up and she turns and she opens the door. As she opens the door, on the other side you see two individuals. One dressed in white and gold. One dressed in gold and white. They both look nigh on identical to each other, but one is feminine and one is masculine. They are sitting at two completely opposite ends of the room, both pulling the most snobby, "I can't be bothered with this" face. And as they jump up at the sound of the door opening, they shoot each other a dirty look. And Jack says, "Well, here's my sister." And she turns to you, Geraldine. "And here are your clients." And that is where we're going to end this week.
Yeehaw!
Next week, as I said, is going to be a D&D super week. We're going to have Uranus on Friday.
Yep.
We're
Yeah,
going
we
to
are.
have Kronk's non-denominational holiday special on Saturday. And on Sunday, we are going to have Advanced Dungeons and Intermediate Dragons with special guests, Katie and Ben from Amateurish Productions. I believe that's their name still, or is it unprofessional?
It is.
It
No,
is
that's
Amateurish
no
Productions.
longer.
Amateurish
It is
Productions.
Amateurish Productions.
Okay. yes, they will be here. The two characters that I just introduced in the robes, the ones that look identical, will be their guest characters. So they will be here next week with us for a good old-fashioned dungeon crawl. You guys are going to go looking for a relic. Thank you everybody for coming. This has been a fairly long stream, 4 hours.
Yeah.
We started a bit late, but
yeah, but 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours. Yeah.
And no, it is not the same robes that the people chasing Dren were in. So thank you everybody for sticking around. Thank you everybody for coming out, spending your Sunday evening with us. If you are one of the people who is prepping for WoW Raid being released tomorrow, go and enjoy that. Go and get yourself up to level 70 and get yourself geared. Do what you need to do.
Oh, has Dragonflight come out? Man, I should check that out.
What?
What?
So who shall we raid into?
I've got a few people online. Do you want another D&D stream?
Sure.
Perception Studio is on 25. Zangus is on 2. Did we raid them before?
I don't know. I have just
check these
I
guys
went
out.
onto my personal Twitch and I've scrolled down to the bottom. Advanced Dungeon viewers also watch, and there's like recommended channels there, which is I think quite cool.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's dope.
The
Is
top,
that anybody cool?
Watch.
top one there is Paladin's Archives, who I believe we had raided before.
Yeah.
Who are doing the 600-hour D&D world record.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Marathon of the Mad Mage. So, you guys.
I remember I had them pop up a couple times as they went live again throughout the process.
So
shall we then?
Yeah, shall we go into them?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Go and these guys are doing. Yeah, they're going for world record. For I think just the
How
longest.
many days is 600 hours? Like it's like
that is over. What is? That would be nearly 30.
That is 25 days.
25
That is
days.
25 days.
Exactly, yeah.
So we were going to raid into
a month-long stream. There's no way that doesn't crash at some point.
Right.
Like,
there we go. Going to raid into Paladin's Archives. Everybody, please stick around. Go show love. There's a little bit of time here if you want to go and grab the ADID raid emote if you've got some channel points. We're going to go raid into these guys. Go show some love. We love you all so much. Thank you all for coming. We will see you again possibly on Tuesday for Table Talk. If not on Tuesday for Table Talk, then it will be Friday for Eurolinius. Unless one of us decides to randomly jump on and stream something, because I might stream some World of Warcraft. I don't know yet.
Hey!
Yeah!
So, we love you all very much, and we will talk to you all later. Goodbye.